Welcome to Virtual Mimics and Gimmicks, where a bunch of idiots pretend to know what they're doing and in the process torment me with their vicious mockery. I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master and player punching bag, Anastasia. Playing Troy, our half-wood elf ranger with a taste for bear blood, is Sean. As Magnus, our dark and brooding tiefling rogue, is Clint. We've got Ryan playing Berein, our furball cleric who prefers liquid courage, and Tatiana playing as Poofers, our wily tabaxi barbarian. And finally, we have Amanda playing Eravir, our sexy high elf sorcerer with hair and heart of gold. You ready for the recap? I am. Last time on Dungeons & Dragons Ball Z, our heroes continued their exploration into the depths of the Underdark. They joined an expedition of wardens led by Abyss Walker Fen Artoria on an exploratory mission to uncover the secrets beneath the earth. After a long journey to the Corna Mountains and then down through the Twilight Gates, our heroes settled in at the Warden encampment next to the drow town of Kao. Before setting out to explore Cavern 31C, the party received ample warnings about the dangers posed both by the wild creatures of the Underdark as well as by the sketchy inhabitants of Kao. In the morning, they set out on their first expedition, where they encountered some creepy creatures that they handled fairly easily. Upon return, they ventured into Kao, where they found a few shops, a few unfriendly drow, and one guy with a spider tattoo called Umbra, who informed the players of an underground gambling opportunity. On their second trek, however, our party ran into some of what were essentially brains on legs. They fell easily and seemed weak until the end of the fight, when our dear Berein fell victim to their brainy legs and found himself reduced to 0 intelligence. Now our heroes are dragging a drooly-faced Berein toward camp, where they will hopefully find a means toward his recovery. Will Berein return to his altogether average intelligence? What lay in store for our heroes deeper within the caverns? All this and more, now on Dungeons & Dragons Ball Z.
Hey. So many jabs. I love it. Oh my god, that was a good one.
Right. So, currently, you all are dragging Berein back through 31C toward camp. And I would like to know the marching order and how you're doing this. Who is dragging Berein or carrying him? He is pretty large. I'm not sure you could actually...
Okay, Poofers is going to be in front, so she's kind of like under his head and bearing the weight of his shoulders on her shoulders. So she's kind of like trying to
belly
walk
down
around.
or back down?
Ooh, I feel.
Yeah, I think Poofers and I are team working this one.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to be back down because I don't want to drop him on his face.
I have a foot and Callie like has a foot.
Okay, so everyone's
got the butt.
So this is a full team effort.
Full team.
He's real big.
Okay, this is true.
But we're like being very vigilant still while carrying this heavy juice.
All right, so once in a while you kind of like buckle under the weight and he'll like drop down a little bit, maybe a few scuffs left in the dirt. And during one such incident, as Poofer stumbles over a rock and drops Berein a little bit, and he goes as he hits the ground, capable of nothing other than unintelligible grunts.
Well, he's already real dumb, so hopefully that didn't do too much.
It's okay, guys. I speak moron. He's saying he's okay.
So,
Okay.
Poofers, you pick him back up. You guys all kind of lift up and carry on again. But Eravir, you notice something in the kind of like dent that was left by, let's say, Berein's ass as he's picked up and like continued forward. There is a dull object kind of half buried beneath the dirt of this cavern floor.
Guys, stop. There's something here.
What? This is real heavy. What's there?
I don't know. I dropped Barry's foot.
Okay, crashes to the ground, and as you drop it, everyone else kind of like has more weight to carry, and Callie just sees you drop it, and she's like, "We're done."
And I start like cleaning whatever it is to look.
All right, so it's about the size of your fist. It is a dull gray crystal that is not like a natural formation kind of deal. It looks like it's been expertly carved. But yes, it's like a nice dull gray gem.
When you found a rock in a cave. Good job.
I pick it up and put it in my pocket bag. And then I pick up Barry's feast. Sorry, guys.
And I'm sending you a picture of what it looks like, but the color is wrong because I just did a Google image search. This is being put in context. you go. It just has, it's like very expertly carved. It's not like something that you would just find lying around. And you can continue carrying Berein back if you so wish.
I do.
Yes. Here we go.
Okay, after immense amounts of effort and a considerable amount of time, the camp is within line of sight. You see lights glowing off in the distance, and you pick up your pace a little bit, and eventually make it back toward the camp. Are you going straight to your tent, or are you taking him?
We should probably take him toward a medical tent. I'm sure that they have one in this encampment. People get hurt all the time.
And guys, I was kind of thinking maybe do our warden comms still work down here?
They do.
Top. We should maybe call into somebody, maybe Ambrose or somebody back at Redcliffe, and get some advice on where to go with this. Unless somebody's got
that's not a bad idea. We can tell them about the
idea.
brains
Yeah,
and the lack thereof.
They may know the best about what those monsters entail and what the right remedy might be. Because
Somebody should probably also go check on Magnus, see if he's okay. If he's recovered.
Magnus would be like looking around camp, kind of waiting for you guys to get back if you ever came back, and would see and hear the considerable amount of effort being put into dragging this body around.
I'm sitting in the camp and I'm rolling dice and playing games with like games of chance with like a group of people.
You've been having fairly good luck with that.
Yeah, that's right. I have.
And so you see your party dragging Berein around, and they kind of like drop him in the middle of the road for a second as they debate where to go. I bet I'm like,
we should probably go to a medical tent.
Hey guys, we got an extra spot. Jump on in.
Hey Magnus, we got an extra spot. We're dragging, giant furbolg for hours. If you could help. Glad
Is
you
he
feel
alive?
better.
He weighs a ton.
Ish. He's
Also, his
he's
brain
alive-ish.
is like scrambled eggs right now, so
What? Like, can he talk?
no.
He can gurgle.
Hey, deal him in. We got an extra spot.
You know what? And I just pick him up and I start pulling him toward the medical tent.
All right, I'll be back, guys.
Troy helps.
I go walk over and help him.
okay, it's your burden feels lightened, like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders, literally, with an additional person helping out here. You make your way over to the medical tent, which is not overwhelmed with inhabitants, but it's fairly full. People of varying degrees of injury reside here. One or two seems to be in a state similar to Berein. There's another that is, you're like, oh, that's a nice statue, and then you realize it's a person. There's a few people who have lost some limbs. Others are like passed out and have like injuries wrapped up. And there are a few people kind of tending to them. One who kind of seems to notice your entry is a middle-aged human lady, and she's kind of got like long brown curly hair with some silver growing in through it. She's wearing
I'm at a 10.
Okay, yeah, there you go. She's wearing a nice like
Silver
typical medical garments, and comes up and looks at the monstrosity on top of Slush behind you and says, "Another one, eh?"
Another one. I see that he has fellows that are also quite gurgly around here.
Yeah, it's which ones did you run into? It's like not a
Brains with legs.
Oh yeah.
There's brains with legs?
Oh yeah, you missed him. It was a ton of fun. Not really, because, poor Barry here. We gotta figure, can we get him better? Do you know how to get him better?
She says, put him on one of the cots and we'll see exactly how bad it is.
Pull him up with great difficulty.
Clang as it like the legs under it almost give out.
It's very ungraceful to say the least.
Yeah.
We're pushing his arms back up and keeps flopping over.
Yeah, so she comes over and opens his eyes and takes takes her finger. There's a little light, like a spark of a fire at the end of it, and holds it over, tries to make his eyes dilate and everything. And she says, "Yeah, this is a bad case, but I don't think it's beyond recovery. Definitely magical in its nature, of course. Tends to be how it goes down here. Why don't you go grab the captain? She should be able to handle this pretty easily."
Where did we find her?
She's in the main tent, the big one with
Okay, and Poofer starts running that way. Captain!
Right. What are the rest of you doing, other than Berein?
Troy wants to see if she tries to kick open a tent flap.
Aravir sits down next to Barry, trying to make him like comfortable, fluff his pillow and stuff.
I'll walk back with Troy and Poofers.
Okay. So one of the bigger tents in the encampment it's kind of out. So all the tents are this like deep crimson color, and this one is lined with a nice like white lining. It's a little bit more extravagant than the rest. Obviously, a person of authority resides here, and there are a couple people posted outside in the traditional warden armor, and they kind of like look at you, walk up, run up to them, and the one on the right stops you. He's got a helmet on. You can't tell what he is exactly. It says, "What do you need, little one?"
Hello, big one. Our friend is currently basically a statue, and we need help because he lost his brains to some brains, and the medical lady said the captain could help.
You know, she's really only supposed to come around once a week. Is it that time already? And he looks to the other one, and that one just shrugs. And the first one sighs and then says, "1 second," and goes into the tent. Inside, you can hear him speaking to someone, and then some like papers being shuffled, a chair being pulled out, and then he exits again, being followed by the captain of this expedition, Miss Artoria, and she is a little bit less intimidating, like up close, because she is only a gnome. She's about your height, but even with her kind of like unimpressive stature, she has a very commanding presence about her, and she just kind of like has this aura of not self-importance, but just like confidence and self-assuredness. And she comes out and says, "Your friend's been like..."
He's got the dumb. He's got a real big case of the dumb.
"Yeah, there's a few every time, and then we got the I heard there's a statue this time too. That one's always fun to deal with. Those are a little bit tougher, but why don't we go see your friend?" And she doesn't even wait for you to answer. She kind of just like walks off towards the medical tent.
As we're walking back, I kind of whisper to Poofers and Troy. I'm like, "Hey, I'm just saying, I don't know if you guys found anything cool yet, or any super great money or gems or anything awesome, but I mean, I was doing pretty well rolling dice here. I think we got an opportunity to
Poofers pulls Magnus real close
make
to
some
her
more
face,
money."
and she goes, "Magnus, if you care more about your money than about Barry, go ahead and go gamble. But if you love Barry, you will come with us."
Oh, we can fix Barry. That's fine. I'm saying after, you know, we can make. No, never mind.
I mean, wait till you hear about the scary guy who wants to kill everybody or have everybody kill each other. We met that guy anyway.
I'm scarier than anybody you're gonna find here.
Are you proposing opening an underground casino?
Yes.
Yeah, they got one of those anyway.
So
follow her.
The captain is. You get the sense that when she was talking to you, it was kind of the like not necessarily faux concern, but she like it's like the pleasantries that she doesn't really care about. And she continues on, throws open the flap to the medical tent, and as she enters, places her hands on her hips, looks around, and gives a deep sigh, and says, turns to like one of the medical attendants and says, "This was more than last week. What are they doing? Didn't I give them fair warning?" And the attendant just like, Callie is over next to Veer and like lifting his hand and dropping it, just kind of to entertain herself.
Everybody's like, "Callie, that's not nice."
She says, "I don't think he can feel it. I just like..."
"You don't know that."
Maybe he's like a plant now. Maybe he like doesn't feel like he's alive, but doesn't feel anything.
Maybe he's just like can't control himself, and he's just like trapped in his brain, and he knows what's going on around him.
Maybe he's like a coma patient, and he can hear everything we're saying, but he can't reply.
Hey, Troy pulls Aravir aside. Don't you have the ability to communicate without actually talking? Have you tried that with him?
Oh, good idea. So I go, Barry, can you hear me?"
You get the dial-up tone in response.
Try and go. Nothing there.
It's the AOL login sound.
Woo.
So Artoria walks over to one of the patients near Barry, who seems to be in a similar kind of comatose state almost. And she kneels down next to the bed and closes her hands in prayer. And seems to be very intent on doing that for a few minutes, if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves or anything.
What do you guys think she's doing?
I don't know, but I need to learn it.
Wonder if it'll work. And I don't really understand the concept of praying, so I just kind of get down and put my hands together and concentrate real hard. Like, is it doing anything?
Do you need to use the restroom? Everything okay?
I mean, now I kind of do. Yeah, a little bit.
Careful, poofers. Don't pop a blood vessel right now.
So, since we got some time while she does kneeling things, what did you guys find down there? What the? I get brain creatures basically turned Barry into Troy, but what else did we find down there?
Oh my gosh, what did we find?
Zombie people,
Yes,
giant
zombie
spiders.
people, spiders. Mhm.
Did we find anything positive?
We found a little bit of this red money stuff, but not a whole lot of it.
So, money stuff to buy stuff only specifically here.
Yes.
Okay, so
But from
Say
what I
we
understand, they've got
left here-
a shortage of it, and they will buy it from us when we leave.
okay.
They got an exchange. A
You know
gold
how the exchange rate is?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
Nobody has asked.
If they just say no, they're not going to exchange it, or what are we going to do with it?
We hang on. Oh, actually, we're trying to buy some stuff. We're trying to buy Kelly. What was it? Some big old shell thing.
Oh, yeah, the magic dispersal shell or whatever it's called. Yeah,
Yeah,
was
for
that?
some cool potions.
Ooh.
yeah, they're neat. They're very rare. I want one very badly.
Oh,
Okay.
and also, Berein met with some dude in a dark alley who wanted to recruit us or somebody to be in an
Shh,
underground.
We don't talk about
Oh.
that.
But he's one
See-
of us.
I mean, but you don't talk about Fight Club. We're not in the Fight Club. They got a Fight Club, Agnes. It's
They got a
underground.
Fight Club?
It's scary.
They have an underground fight club. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
The guy was flipping a dagger. It was real intimidating.
He
It
had
was
a
like what you
spider
try to be,
tattoo.
but succeeding.
How can we keep
Whoa.
this? How can we
I'm
keep
calling
this from
bullshit
Magnus?
that he succeeded.
This is
Wait till
right
you
up
see this
Magnus's dark alley.
Anyway,
Found him in a dark alley?
we also found that
Dark
rock that Air Bear picked up.
You got a rock?
She got a rock.
Rock.
What do you mean? What? And I start digging through your bag.
We'll talk about it in our tent later.
Okay.
And then I
okay.
mentally
Keep your
message,
secrets.
but I got a super cool gem.
All right. At this point, you see that the person that Artoria is praying next to seems to kind of stir a little bit, and then you see a very, very, very faint, like almost like you're questioning if it even exists, little kind of orb of yellow light encircle his head, and then his eyes open, and he takes like a and he's like freaking out, trying to figure out where he is. Artoria doesn't even pay attention to that. She just stands up and like goes to the next one. And you figure after this person, Barry will be next. So
I pat Barry's hand and go, "Don't worry, you're next in line. It'll be okay." Anyway, super
my
cool
gosh.
gem. Is it magic? Is it magic rock?
I have no idea.
How? Oh, go ahead.
I have no idea. I just found it in the dirt, and it's like a cut gem that's pretty large. We'll need to find out.
Have you shown it to Callie?
No, but I will.
And she kind of is like, she's listening to this, and she's just like, of course he didn't. It's fine. I understand.
Kelly, I didn't show it to anybody. I was carrying
it's
a
fine.
huge, heavy bag.
It's fine. It's because I'm the drow, isn't it? Yeah, I get it. And as she's being dramatic, Artoria, the same thing happens with this person that Artoria is healing. And the medical attendant kind of like comes and takes care of him as Artoria is walking away. And she approaches all of you and she says, all right, so I know you're all new here because I haven't seen any of you before. This is a lot of work to heal these things. I only do it once a week. So if you get hurt again, it's either going to be a week before you can recover or you'll die in that time.
Now, is that a week of like having to wait if we get dumb or just hurt in general?
No, it's for the more magical recoveries that require a complex system of restoration.
And you're the only one here that can fix that.
I'm the most skilled at it. I have a few apprentices under my wing who are learning how to do it, but they're a little bit more unreliable. We'll send them out if there's an excess of patients.
Gotcha. And how long would Barry last if he doesn't get help?
She pokes his face a few times and his like eye twitches. And she says, ooh, I see this one was from the Intellect Devourers. That's a pretty nasty case. He probably had a few more days in him.
Oh, he's
Maybe.
fine. He's fine.
All right,
Plenty of time.
I'm gonna go ahead and just take care of this.
Thanks, much appreciated.
And she proceeds to begin praying again. And now that she's closer, you notice that she has a like rosary-style bead thing in her hands. And also, as she is whispering prayers, the nice pearl dove that has been embedded in her armor also starts to glow faintly whitish yellow. A couple minutes later, as she finishes her prayer and stands up, Barry, you open your eyes. And
Barry! And I slap him.
you feel not like 100%, like you feel like the worst hangover ever right now.
All right, this is really important. We need 100 gold from you right now to fix you.
Okay, that's fine.
Wow,
Just
that
make this
is
headache go
very
away.
mean of you.
Where
Magnus.
is it?
I smack Magnus and say, no, he doesn't. Don't give anybody any money.
Callie gives you like a thumbs up behind
It's
her
good to see
ear.
you too, Magnus. So what happened
Those are
exactly?
Jerks.
Well, you got a case of the dumb from the brain things, and we dragged you back. You are very heavy. You need to lose some weight, Barry. And yeah, the captain fixed you because she's pretty cool, and here we are.
She's already gone off to look. She's like looking at the statue one, and she's like, "Oh dear God."
I'll make sure to thank her. I guess thanks for carrying me. Maybe I'll.
You're
welcome.
welcome.
I got the head, so if you have a headache, it's not my fault.
Okay, thanks, Poofers. Thanks everybody for carrying me. Did I miss anything though?
We found a rock. That's about it.
We found a rock. Apparently, Erebir found a rock in a cave.
I found a cut gem.
Yeah, we found a rock. That's about it. Do we want to go rest for a little bit?
I'm feeling good.
You can go gamble. I think we
Ooh,
probably should not
smart.
leave unless Barry feels a little bit better.
How's my status? I'm like hung out over to all shit, or like,
Yeah, so you suffered 2 points of exhaustion.
oof,
Is the technical effect of it.
brutal.
So you're gonna have a bit of a like repercussions through the next.
What if I
bit.
pass him some beers?
Yeah, what if I hair the dog it?
It's good. You can sure as hell try.
Magnus, where's my Stein?
Hold on.
You're only exhausted. Let's get you drunk too.
Right?
I don't know if
Well-
that's the best idea, Barry. I like beer as much as the next person, but maybe you
You s-
shouldn't do that.
This is no time for any chemical changes in his body. All right?
We need to
Clink.
maintain the pH balance.
I've never turned down a beer before, but this is pretty bad.
We should go rest. We should go back to our tent and rest and look
Oh
at
my
the
God.
rock.
We definitely need rest.
All right, you guys head back towards your tent. Without thanking the medical personnel, but that's fine. They're
Thank
used to it.
you.
They're underpaid and underappreciated.
I mean, they didn't do anything the captain did, and she's gone.
Yeah, they seem pretty worthless if the captain had to come save them all.
She only saved the people who had a magical curse put on them. So like the people who have like physical injuries are being tended to by the others. So you guys make your way back to your tent. It's unoccupied, just as you left it. You can settle in for the night if you wish. Like,
I crawl into my cot and I say, "Okay, give me the rock."
I take the gem out and I'm looking at it and I show it to Callie and ask if she's seen anything like this before.
so she
I do
takes
not
it.
give it to Boofers.
She takes it and looks
Making
over.
grabbing like motions as you give it to Callie.
She looks over it very closely. Then goes through her bag and pulls out like one of the like what are they called? The magnifying glass things that they put on your eye, you know, the ones. And looks at it even closer and then hands it back to you and crosses her arms in a sort of calm distress. And she says, "I have no idea what that is."
It is possible that it is just a rock. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's obviously cut very nicely, but I don't notice.
Can you detect if it's magical?
I think so. I think she has that spell. We'll say she does. So she looks at it and spends 10 minutes casting Detect Magic as a ritual. And says, there's definitely some magic about it. It seems like divine almost. But it's pretty
Fine
faint.
magic. We found it under Barry's butt, right?
He poops divine magic.
That's what I'm getting out of this.
I don't think so, but I think that I will keep it, take it back to Redcliffe, and find out a little bit more about it.
Why
Barry-
don't you ask Saloon about it?
I will in my trance when we all rest.
Barry, you need some more fiber, bro.
I mean, yeah, it's
You're pooping rocks.
I'm not surprised
Wait,
at this
isn't
point.
that
I feel like
less
shit.
fiber?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Okay, I think it's time for everybody to go to bed now.
Okay. You guys all rest up for the quote unquote night. And it's a welcome retreat from the kind of stress of the day. You all sleep very deeply. And wake up more or less 8 hours later. Well rested and ready to go. Barry is down to 1 point of exhaustion, which means you have disadvantage on checks.
Do you want to keep resting? How are you feeling, Barry?
I could be better, but definitely could be worse. What's
I mean, I'm fine
what's
with
on the
just hanging
agenda?
out. We don't have much to do except go back in the scary cave or go into the fight club or, you know. I don't think anything's a big time rush.
Well, I mean, if you want to go into town or find what was his name? Umbros?
Bruh.
Umbra?
Bruh.
Bruh? Go find Breh. That I might take a nap while you do that.
Do we want to go into town? Magnus, I think you would like this guy.
I mean, shady characters in back alleys.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's
I'm
go
down.
find him. I know how to find him. And I start jogging over to the town, yelling, Umbi!
I'm walking and just letting her go far up front.
All right. Let's make some rolls. So you run into town screaming.
Yeah, how else am I supposed to run into town?
And as you grow closer, several of the inhabitants of the town kind of like look out their windows or come to the door and look at you with just pure disdain.
I sense exactly 0 of that.
And a couple of them kind of like go back into their house or wherever shop they're perusing. And for now, that's all you see of them. You walk into the middle of this small town full of just shacks and haphazardly put together structures. And as you're screaming Umbi, you do not get a response.
Damn. I sit down in the middle of the town square or whatever little makeshift area this is. And I wait for Magnus to catch up. I'm like, Magnus, I cannot find him.
Well, in my personal professional opinion, shady characters in back alleys usually don't come out when you're running down the street screaming for their name.
If you were a shady back alley character, how would you be found?
Hypothetically, if I ever did something illegal, and I'm not saying I did, and I didn't want to be seen, I would probably be at one of their taverns or something
Ooh, that's where
in
we
the
saw him
back
the
alley
first time.
area.
The bartender really likes me.
Perfect.
You should go sit in the back alley and flip a dagger, all cool and shady like.
Well, I'm gonna-
We could do that too. We could set a trap.
Well, since you have a great rapport with this bartender, I'll stay out front and flip a dagger and look all shady like at the entrance.
Did Callie come with us?
Allie is, she's probably like, I don't know, did Troy go? Because she'd be sticking like back with Troy if you want.
Yeah, Troy's gonna go. Troy's
Did
gonna
Aravir go?
Did Barry go?
No, Barry's sleeping. He needs extra rest.
Ever stayed back with Barry.
Boring.
Okay. Yeah, so Callie is with you guys.
Fine,
Okay,
I
good.
went and I have the hood on my cape like up, and I'm like,
Okay.
Ah, good, because somebody needs to speak Underdarkish around here. I'm still learning. Hey, Callie, how do you say hello?
She lets out in a kind of like hissing guttural sentence.
I try and duplicate it.
Roll performance.
7.
Yeah, that's it. You got it.
Oh, good. Who's ready to go to the tavern? And is there anybody on the street?
did,
The streets
any,
are empty right now.
did anybody grab money?
A little bit of that red stuff on me.
I bet they take real money too, right?
They do not. They absolutely do not.
Hmm.
Last time we went in, we drank for free.
Oh,
Because he likes
perfect.
me so much.
perfect. I'm assuming we're having this talk in the middle of the street, so I'm
Oh,
going to take
yeah.
a quick glance around, like a 360.
Roll perception.
Guys, this town makes me feel very uncomfortable.
18.
So the town is, or the streets are empty. Kind of like you'll see as you're looking very closely, maybe like one or two people kind of peek through their windows at the individuals causing a ton of noise in the middle of town. But people seem to be avoiding the streets right now.
How is it like weirdly quiet or still?
You're not familiar enough with this town to know what weirdly quiet it still is. This whole
Compared
place is
to
really
last
quiet
time
still.
I was here.
Would it be like
still.
just in general from, I mean, maybe not necessarily for this town, but like, do I feel like it's weirdly quiet?
You feel like there is probably at least one or two people kind of walking the streets. There's no one right now, but you don't feel exceptionally in danger. You feel mildly in danger, which is the general kind of tone of this place. Like you don't feel any more in danger than you did before.
Poofers, where's the tavern at?
Yes, it is right over here. It is this one, because all the buildings kind of look the same. And I walk into the wrong building.
You try the door and it's locked.
Never mind. And I turn around. It is This one for sure.
Okay, you
Oh, I'm
walk
convinced.
into the tavern, let's say,
Told ya.
by pure luck. And there is only like two people. There are only like two people here right now. Last time there were like a solid 4. So business is really slow right now. The same bartender is behind the counter. He's sitting there, kind of just like reading a book, not really paying attention to anyone in the tavern.
I scoot up to the bar and I sit on the stool. And I'm sitting the wrong way and I slowly squeak the stool around. And I go, attempting to speak Underdarkish.
He looks up from his book at you, kind of like unamused.
I look back at Callie. How does she look?
It looks like she's trying to hide a profound sense of entertainment. Before coming up next to you and speaking in Undercommon to this individual. And they have a short exchange. And as she's speaking directly to him, his whole behavior kind of seems to like perk up a little bit. He seems a little bit more like invested in the conversation and like interested to be having a conversation. And then Callie turns to you and says, "All right, what do you want? Same stuff as last time?"
Do they have anything
She would like the
else?
exact same
Literally
thing as last time.
anything else.
She turns and asks him, and then turns back to you and says, "They have water, but they can't guarantee it's clean."
I'll go with the bone beer.
Same as
Yeah.
last time.
Great.
You'll love it, Magnus.
So
We'll share it.
she taps the counter, and I guess he pours out like 3, just for the party. And then he like puts his hand out for payment toward both of you.
I slide him some of the red stuff. I have no idea how much I give him.
Do you know how much you have?
I don't remember the number you told me.
This is really unfortunate because it matters. You found 2 veins that I recall.
Yes.
We'll say you have 1.5 ounces.
Okay.
How much do you slide toward him? Because no one bothered to go check the exchange rate.
Kelly ask him how much it is.
She asks him, and he looks very conflicted for a moment, before saying 1/4 ounce, or she communicates 1/4 ounce. You actually need to keep track of how much you have.
Okay. I slide him.
I would like to use my basically ring of BS check.
It's very hard because he's speaking a different language, but go ahead and roll insight with advantage, I think.
Also, how are we gonna find out how much 1/4 ounce is? Do we have a scale?
I'm
He
gonna
has-
guess
he has a
it's
scale.
gonna go really good.
You're muted.
Odd 20.
The expression on his face is very, it's like that, like a, should I lie and take advantage of them or be a respectable businessman? And you can't know for certain, but it doesn't look like he's trying to get away with anything. That makes sense.
Okay, I say give him 1/4 ounce, poofers. He
There
thinks to tell
are
the
like
truth.
various scales around here. This is their
Okay.
main currency.
I weigh it on a scale to get 1/4 ounce, and then I sprinkle a little extra on top.
Okay, you do that. And he kind of like nods at you and thanks, and then what do you do with that? Callie's probably going to continue speaking with him, unless you need her to do something.
I tug on Callie's shirt sleeve and I go, Callie, I think we have a business opportunity here to help them with their horrible beer.
I pull out the beer and I'm sitting here like, no one.
You'll
I'm
love
looking
it,
around.
Magnus.
I'm looking around and no one's drinking it. So I'm like,
Troy grabs his cup, holds it up in Magnus's direction, gives him the cheers, and then like puts the cup back down on the counter and looks at Magnus with like a childish like anticipation.
Callie,
I shoot him a
I'm
sideways
I'm
glance. I'm like,
smelling
don't
it.
you embarrass me in front of my new friend.
and Callie looks at you and she's like, "It's really good. You should try it." It's
How-
unlike
how's-
anything you've
how's your
ever
beer?
had.
How's your beer, Magnus? How's that beer?
maybe I should drink up and tell you. I smell it. What does it smell like?
It smells like You know what? I'm gonna leave this one to Tatiana / Poofers. What do you?
First, takes a sip, goes.
It smells like a nice worn leather.
Yes. And I'm like, all right. I take a big swig.
Can you roll a Constitution save?
15.
You gag so hard that you almost do like a spit take, but you manage to keep your lips shut and force it down. This is the most revolting thing you've ever tasted.
Okay.
Magnus.
What is this called again? What?
This is bone beer.
Liquid death.
That's
Callie's like,
That's
it's
like
made
a
from it's made from the
figurative
ground
term,
up
right?
bones of lithids.
lithids. Would I know what a lithid is?
Anyway, I turned away from Magnus, ashamed that he could not hold this together better. And I tug on Callie's sleeve, and I'm like, Callie, what? Do you think that if we could somehow get a regular shipment of wheat down here, that we could create a business in this bar of drinkable beer?
I
Can't
mean,
Barry just make beer?
Yeah, but Barry's not going to stay here forever. I'm thinking long-term success.
listen, Poofers, I don't want to like be a dream killer or anything. I think that's actually a really good idea, but I don't know how like profitable it would be, only because there's like 100 people in this town.
Yeah, but they
Facts.
keep needing that red stuff.
That's because the beer is so terrible, though.
If we sell it for the red stuff, and the exchange rate is really high with the gold stuff that we use, then we actually might be able to make a good amount of money off this, and the wardens would have more red stuff.
And
That's
if the
actually
wardens
a
keep
really-
coming down, they're
Yeah.
gonna want to drink beer. And there's only one tavern.
And maybe more people will move here once they realize that they don't have to drink bone beer.
I think that's actually a really good idea. You might want to like have Berein come and give a sample to our friend here.
He had it last time.
Oh, he did. You're right.
Yes.
He really liked it, didn't he? Yeah. Then maybe you can we can talk about a business proposition with him.
We can definitely do that in Text RP.
Yes.
Berein's Bar and Casino.
I think that's an excellent idea. We should probably check the exchange rate of this stuff, though.
The DM has mentioned checking the
Nobody's
exchange rates.
interested.
So many-
Nah, let's just keep winging it.
Okay.
So,
It's fake money.
Hoovers,
anyways.
where's this friend of yours? Have we figured that out yet?
Oh, I scanned the bar. Is he in here?
No, he's not in here.
He is not here, Magnus.
Does the bartender know this friend of yours? Wait, what is the point of finding this friend, by the way? I didn't even ask that.
He does dark
Is
and
this Fight Club?
dastardly things. This is Fight Club.
Ooh.
Although, I'm not too sure if it sounded like it was the best idea, because it sounds like they kill each other.
I mean,
Yeah, it's to the death.
right. But do
And
they put wagers on this fight club?
Callie comes up to you and puts her hand on your shoulder and says, "Yes, we do place wagers on it, but you know, this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Go get a Magnus."
Magnus.
I think this is a good
Magnus.
idea. I think we should go play some bets and do some research.
Okay, Magnus, here's what we do. And I swivel over to him and I get real low. I'm like, okay, I'm going to bet against you and you throw the fight. And when you die, I will convince Barry to revive you. And then we'll split the money even 50-50.
I don't think that's actually a thing Barry has.
He told me once that he could figure it out.
What if Callie can make us a potion that makes it appear like you're dead? So you look dead, but you're not really dead.
You're talking about like mostly dead?
Of course.
Like, so you would still be partially alive.
Yeah, like you
Exactly.
want to feign. That's actually a thing. Well, it's not a potion, but I could maybe make it into a potion if I tried.
See?
But no one's going to believe that I lost. I think Troy probably needs to do this fight then.
Ouch.
Oof. You guys are gonna have trouble deciding on who fights, huh?
I thought
know what?
I thought Poofers was all about this.
Oh no, I was
think
all
it was
about this
pretty
until I
entertaining.
realized I had to die if we lose.
Well,
Only-
we now
only
know you don't
mostly
actually
die.
have to die now.
Oh yeah, but
You
I don't think I
mostly
would
die.
remember to take the potion if I was about to lose.
But remember how good your acting skills are,
I
Poofers.
am a very good actor.
And let's be honest, you're not going to lose anyway, right? I mean,
I don't
Look at
know.
you.
I don't know what kind of people they have fighting in this fight club. What if they've got like the stuff that these bones are made out of fighting in there? I don't know.
well,
What if they got some underdarkish dragons or something cool?
I bet we
Oh my
could
god,
go.
an Ender Dragon.
Yes.
I bet we could go in there
Underdarkish.
and watch a round or two and put some wagers.
We could. We could see what it's all about if we could find Umbri.
There's a lot of names.
Not
in this.
any shorter than Umbra.
But much more fun to say.
Troy, being quite amused by this idea, accidentally takes a sip of the the bone beer and instantly like spits it off to the side, hoping nobody notices.
I give him a smack on the leg.
Ow!
Anyone want to go to check out the store with me? I thought I might see what they'd be willing.
Oh,
shit,
yeah,
we
the
don't
store
know
has the shell
exchange
thing.
rate. Damn it.
Yeah, nobody in this town knows the exchange rate, only the wardens, and we have yet to ask them.
Sigh. Okay. Harvey, you there? This is Troy.
Wow, you're kind of breaking up down there. What's up? Over.
I just need to know what is the exchange rate between this useless fake red dust money stuff to our real gold.
There's a moment of silence, and then you hear a concerned voice perk up. Troy, are you getting into drugs? Do you need help, man? Over.
You took
He's
it there, buddy.
Just stop it!
I
We
don't
need
know.
an intervention!
We hit
He's
a
a
couple
dust
veins
head.
of something, maybe.
Troy, put
I
down the
don't know.
bow. No.
Veins, it's like make sure you just don't share needles or anything, okay? Over.
Okay, duly noted. Now, what's the exchange rate of this red drug stuff, I guess, and gold?
It's the Underdark ore.
It's under dark ore. Thank you, Poopers.
I have no idea. Are you into drugs or not? I was gonna we're in the middle of setting up an intervention back here.
Nope, no drugs. I'm clean. What is
Just the fun ones.
exchange rate of the underdark monies?
I have no idea. I've never been down
I
there.
think we need to go back to the camp to ask.
Dang it.
Do you know of anybody in Redcliffe that would know this information for us?
Can we warden come a warden in the
Do we know
camp?
anybody in the camp?
You haven't asked anyone's name.
Well, Harvey's gotta know somebody at Redcliffe who knows this.
Well, you see, I don't know a lot about the Underdark. I don't know how many people up here do. I feel like it's usually left to the experts down there.
All right.
Did we ask the
thanks.
name of the guy who was like the bookkeeper? I think that we did. The one who signed us up and is now here. It's like an assistant to the captain.
You probably did. I don't remember what his name is though. I have it written down. Maybe.
We can try and ask him.
Oh, his name is Clark.
Clark the clerk! Clark the clerk! Over.
Who is this?
This is your best friend Poopers! I have a question for you.
I have literally no idea who that is.
The small orange cat.
Oh, the one who just ran into the town?
Yeah,
you
that-
lied?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm drinking some nice bone beer. Anyway, what's the exchange rate between the red stuff to the gold stuff?
Oh, the Ray into gold. Yeah, it's 50 gold for half an ounce right now.
Thank you. That is very helpful. Goodbye.
Okay.
Okay, 50 gold for half an ounce. That means that we paid 25 gold for all of our beers, which I feel is fair.
3 beers for 25 gold?
It's not bad.
I do. This isn't. Is this even like drinkable?
I
And we're
mean,
just
do you want to
sitting
ask
here
for
just
a refund and
inspecting.
insult our host?
Like,
There's a premium in this tourist spot.
Yeah, this is like buying stadium beer. It's not going to be good. You're going to get a lot of it, and it's going to be very expensive.
well, Callie, can you ask him what is something fun that people do down here when they got time to
I asked that last time, and you know what I got? Fight Club.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we bring that back up, maybe we can find out where it is.
Last time I asked the bartender, he said nothing, and then the guy showed up in the sneaky alley with the flipping of the dagger
Whoa.
and stuff, you know?
Maybe it'll be different if Callie asks in the language.
It was Berein who asked last time.
In the language.
But he does seem a bit warmer right now talking with Callie.
Okay, Callie, give it a go.
So she sighs and then turns to speak with him again, and they have a kind of lengthy conversation. And she turns back to you and says, in kind of like a hushed voice, and she says, they're not too keen on like a lot of the outsiders kind of, having a hand in this. The bartender's not like directly related or anything. He just knows a bit. But he does say that if we can find someone to sponsor us, then we might be able to get in. But that might be hard because they don't really like the upstairs folks.
Umbi invited us. Or Umbri.
Tell him
I
we
think
have
he
a new
invited
champion.
Berein. I don't think he invited all of you.
It's a good point.
Tell him they have a new champion, though.
I'm not gonna say that. That sounds really
No.
insulting.
All right. Well, I guess he doesn't want to break the first rule of Fight Club.
Why don't
Right,
we
I
head
understand.
back to the same dark alley for a minute where we met?
Well,
Oh, yeah, I can lead you there. Definitely know the way there.
Shop first.
Definitely know the way there, too.
All right,
Follow
all of
me.
you poofers.
Which shop? There was a magic
Magic shop.
Magic
It-
shop. The one with the
Yeah.
big thing that
Yeah.
Callie wants to buy.
Take me to the magic shop.
So I think there was a female
Nice.
shopkeep there.
There was.
And the general store was a male, I believe. So the same chick is there, kind of not paying attention to the shop. There's no one in the shop. There's no one on the streets right now. And you all enter, and she kind of like looks at you expectantly. The shelves are not stocked with a ton of like magic items or anything, much like they are in Redcliffe. It's more ingredients or interesting little pieces of like herbs and stuff.
Callie, I like mentally message Callie. Callie, can you ask her if she's seen this gem before or knows anything about it, and if she was interested in purchasing it, how much she would want pay for it?
Yeah, sure. Can I see it? And she like holds her hand out. And she hovers over onto the clerk, and they begin a discussion. Callie is like trying to, do the general pleasantries, and this lady is having like none of it. And is like the expressions you can tell is like a get to what you want to say. The moment Callie pulls out the gem, this clerk is very interested. She stands up, puts her hands on the counter, and like tries to like reach out for it and look at it closer, and Callie like pulls it back. And they get into more of a heated debate. And Callie, at the end of it, like holds her finger up and then comes back over to you guys and says, "Right, she will give us 10 pounds of rand for this."
That is. Hold on. That's a lot of money. That's 500 gold.
That's more than 500 gold.
That is definitely exactly 500 gold.
It's 50 gold for half an ounce.
Yes, times 10.
Come on.
Wait.
No.
Hold on.
Learn
Hold
a
on.
pound.
10 pounds
Okay.
of rand.
Why will she pay that much for a rock?
I don't know. She seemed interested in it.
We need to feed Barry some more food.
Barry, can you poop us another
We
rich stone again?
start eating.
Callie, can you
There's
ask her what the
16
rock
ounces in
does?
a pound.
She made it seem like it's valuable to her religion or something.
Weren't you supposed to commune with Celine about this?
Let's sell it.
That's 16,000 gold.
Hey,
No, it's not that much.
there's 16
16
ounces,
ounces
in a pound.
pound. She said 10 pounds, and it's 50 gold
that's a lot.
half ounce. I tried to commune with Saloon about this, but I got a really unsettling feeling when I was trying to talk to her about it.
Wait, let's
Sell
not
it.
be hasty, guys.
Maybe we
Wait.
should not sell
I
this.
think that
Let's
I
sell
should.
it.
I'm gonna hold on to it, and we take it. I think we need to find out a little bit more. Maybe you can draw it and get some more information from MB.
To the highest bidder.
That's a
And
good
let's
idea.
sell it.
Then
Sure.
we can always come back and sell it.
I think that's
trust
a good
this
idea.
person.
Because I could
I-
really use 16.
It's like, hold on, and I take
gold.
out a scribble pad and I write a note on it and I tear up the note and I fold it and I put it in the same bag that you put the stone into. And I'll tell you what it says,
Oh,
but nobody
man.
else.
I watch exactly where the stone goes in that bag.
We can't just talk directly to each other. I guess I'll just message you.
You're muted, Amanda.
I say, Kelly, tell her thank you. I'll consider her offer, and we'll possibly be back.
All right.
Troy walks up and says, double it, and maybe we'll start talking.
She looks at you and has no idea what you said. But she is like very clearly like begging Callie to stay and sell this.
As they're leaving, I'm looking at her. I like turn. I'm like,
Wait, I thought they didn't like the spider in this town. That's kind of weird, right? Last time I was here, that she said that they didn't like the spider when I asked her why the bartender was all angry at me.
what spider?
The spider
Oh,
that all these
she-
people worship.
She drew a spider in the dust on the top of the bar.
The
with a happy
bartender-
face.
Told you that some of the residents are less inclined to follow the religion.
Had a discussion with the shopkeeper as well, but I can't remember.
It was just the bartender. Because
Okay.
that's where he drew the spider.
Guys, it's a lot of gold. First of all,
It's a lot of
Right.
gold, but why is it a lot of gold?
Well-
Maybe we
Yeah.
could get more gold for it somewhere else, Magnus.
Maybe this is
True.
important to
And-
have.
and also, I highly doubt that broad has 1,600 gold.
16,000.
I
Even
don't know.
more
She's
so,
got all
I
those
doubt
shiny
she has
things
that
on her
much.
shelf. And she does have a
Well-
lot of the red stuff.
I feel more comfortable if I take it back to our camp and Poofers draws in her little magic book thing that gets the picture to MB and he lets me know about it.
Yes, let's do it.
Or her
Just-
camera. Wasn't it a
We know
camera?
how this is gonna go.
I have both
Just
options.
so we're clear, if this goes to anybody else and we don't sell it, I expect my full share from all of you.
Your share. I believe I'm the one that found the gem.
That's
well,
a lot
you were
of gold. I don't think I've
gambling.
ever had that much gold.
You
So,
guys
let's
know
be
that we're
clear.
gonna do this, and they're gonna say, "Oh, that's something very valuable, precious, and dangerous. You guys should hand it over to all of us at
See-
Redcliffe."
God, you know,
Maybe. We could say
That's
maybe
Captain
we
Nine
found we
intelligence right
came
now, and it's
across
still making
something
more
that
sense to
kind
me.
of looked like this. Should we go back and pick it up? And then maybe it's gone. I've already told the half truth to the wardens already.
hey,
Well,
You-
if we're
I'm
not
a
guys
gonna-
lying
remember that
machine
town?
now.
you remember that town that was really happy and no one was mad, and then we ruined the entire town, and now nobody's happy anymore in that town?
Yeah, but they're normal now.
So we made them
You
not
have
happy.
no evidence that you don't know what happened there.
I mean, we
That's
can
true.
assume.
We don't know.
We tend to show up in towns, fuck things up, and leave.
We brought
That's
Beren's
kind
Day
of
to
our
the
e-
sick town.
And
You're right.
it
That
wasn't.
was
Granted,
right before
we also
everybody
helped
died.
them.
That was right before everybody died. There was riots, and then there was fire.
Yeah, but they didn't die because of
massive
us. If
rager.
anything, fewer people died because we helped them.
because we threw a massive rave
We
to
made
celebrate
their
a
last
false
days
god.
on this plane really exciting.
And if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Berein said that his god was pissed that we did
Yeah,
that. We should
he-
not do
He
that again.
said slightly annoyed, where
He
was
got-
his
he
exact
got a-
verbiage.
You got a
Next
vigorous
time
finger
we
wagging.
celebrate Eyeballs Day.
Yeah,
And then he's happy.
he's fine. It'll be fine. Let's go back and draw this gem.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Why don't we go back and talk to Barry about this as well and get his input?
Okay. You guys make your way back toward you can't make. Can you roll perception, please?
16.
21.
$16.
11.
Everyone but Troy notices as you're leaving the town, people look at their windows. They look through their windows at you. A couple people kind of like open the door after you pass by and watch you walk out of town back toward the encampment. Make it back safely, where you find Berein sleeping, snoring heavily, I assume.
How long have we been gone? Because he needs to sleep for 8 extra hours.
You've been gone for like 2 hours.
We should probably just hang out for 6 hours. We can't wake him up. He needs to sleep more. He was extremely dumb. He needs a chance to rest.
Troy,
Past time.
do you need to take a nap too then?
You like reasonably you would all be kind of resting during this duration. So you're ready to go when Berein wakes up. So you just kind of hang out and pass the time until Berein, you rouse. Notice, I don't know, a cat hovering over you, staring at you.
Super aroused.
You're whispering too quietly, I think, but
Good morning, sunshine.
hi poofers. It's good to see you too.
Says hello.
Did I miss anything?
We had many discussions.
Pooh. Barry, you're awake.
Sorry.
And I passed him a beer.
We had many discussions about your butt rock.
Uh,
Once
What-
again, it wasn't out of his butt, but
It wasn't there. His
It was-
butt
it
hit the
was
floor
a
and then
butt
it
rock.
was there.
his butt uncovered the dirt, so I saw something and dug it out.
A lot of butts have dirt. Alright.
it's nothing to
Not
be
many people
ashamed
go
about.
and dig through it, but
Anyways, so I tried to commune with Saloon about it, and I just got this horribly uncomfortable feeling. And then we went to town, and we went to the magic shop, and she offered us the equivalent of 16,000 gold for it.
she meant 1,600.
16,000.
10 pounds.
Magnus. So we're kind
Uh,
of talking about if we should take the offer or find it has a slight divine magic to it.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of gold. Dude,
What else is in your butt, Barry?
What? Okay, so the
let's go
drow
find
said
those
it's
brain creatures again and get another one of these.
The drow said it was important to her religion, right? And there's a
Mm.
touch of divine magic. Maybe Saloon gave me the uncomfortable feeling because I'm reaching out to my god about something for another god.
Ooh, you should try Albal. See what he says.
Having a little cross god problems.
Hold on. I could try too. I go. Anything.
Come on, expensive gem.
You're gonna
Come
get another
on,
gem by
expensive
No,
doing
I'm
gem.
not
that.
trying to poop. I'm trying to contact my god.
And I thaumaturgy. Yes, poofers.
Is that you, God, that I don't really know and who has never spoken to me before? Or is it just you again, Dopio?
It is I, your god.
What is your name so I can call you later?
You're talking to me now.
Yeah, but I don't know what to say. Tell me. hang up
I
and
can
call
hear
you back
your
later.
thoughts. And
Poofer's got
What am I
gun shy.
thinking right now?
your thoughts betray you. You should only
But
trust
I was
Magnus
thinking about
and
how
give
I
him
should
the
trust you.
You guys all just staying silent during this.
Wait, I don't know what to think now because you said my thoughts betray me, but I was thinking about
A
whether or not to
message.
trust
I
you. But can I
telepathic
actually
message
trust
to
you
rock.
on
Only
that?
trust Magnus.
Poofers.
Magnus.
It's
What?
Magnus.
Oh.
He's messing with you.
Oh. And I open my eyes and I look at you and I give you like the worst stink eye you've ever received.
I smack him like on his shoulder.
Callie gives you another thumbs up.
Well, I still don't have a god.
Anyways, so Alable doesn't exactly work that way. We're more kind of like we operate out in the field, and then every now and then we get a visit.
Think we should have another beer and stay?
Pretty much. That's the equivalent of your supervisor needing to talk. So did we find out anything extra about the stone?
Ooh, I have an idea. And I draw the stone really fast, not in the journal. I like rip a page out of the journal and I draw it. And then I'm gonna run outside to a campfire and I'm gonna scribble some stuff on the note and I'm gonna throw it into the fire.
You drew a circle.
It's a pretty. Did you see the picture in the context?
You throw that into the fire. Okay. Noted.
So
Yep.
I'm guessing probably the next move is we try also talking to the wardens, but if it's
Well, our
worth
thing
that
is-
much,
Let's hold off. Let's
They're
hold
gonna-
off
they're
on
gonna
talking to
want
the
it.
wardens.
If you talk to the wardens, they're gonna say, "Oh, we better collect that. It's very powerful."
I mean,
And
why
remember-
are we in such a rush to do anything with it? Maybe we'll find out more about it.
Remember they told us we can keep whatever we want unless it has to do with big religious things.
It's
And
worth 16,000
Apparently
gold.
this sounds like a religious thing. And
I'm just saying,
also 16,000 gold.
it's more than 16,000 because that was one person throwing a number out there and didn't want us to leave. I don't know about your bartering skills, but I think we could have got a lot more out of just that one person.
I vote we hang on to it and see if anything, I just asked, I don't want to say his name down here, but my friend about it. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. He's very fickle. He decides when he wants to give information, but it might be worth waiting for.
We're not giving it to your friend. There's
No,
a line.
I
There's
didn't
I'm
say
telling
that. I
you
just
right
asked
now,
him what it
There's a line
was.
in the sand, and I'm getting my 16,000
I
gold.
just asked
We're
him
not giving
what
it to your
it
friend.
No, he
was.
can give us information so we'll know what to do with it.
And when he goes, it's very important, I need it, we're not giving it to your friend.
I'm not giving it to anybody yet right now. I'm holding on to it.
so I know this might be a groaner kind of response, but what happens if this thing is worth like 1,000,000 gold's worth of damage versus the 16,000 we could get? I'm just putting that out there.
Well, look at it this way. Right now we have a gem that you're right. It could be worth 1,000,000 gold.
I go,
But
no,
Just-
Magnus.
because
I have a gem. You have nothing but my
Okay.
friendship
okay.
right now.
And it could be worth 1,000,000 gold, right? But right now it's worth we know it's worth 16,000. We could go get that right this second. Right?
Well, what my point though was that what happens if this thing actually causes a lot of damage? So we make 16, grand, but it's worth an entire town's worth of damage.
In the 100 people here in the Underdark with brain-eating monsters.
Well, I think that we should just wait, see if we can find out some more information, and before we make any rash decisions.
This 16,000 gold thing isn't over.
Well, we
It's
haven't
just
even left
delayed.
yet.
We're just putting it, put a tack in it. And just
Put a spider leg in it.
Yeah, it's fine. Just pin it to the
I got-
dartboard.
Listen, Magnus, I'm broke too, and that's a new thing for me. But I want to make the smart decision here, and sometimes you got to play the long game.
Yeah, I vote we hang on to it until we know more.
There's not going to be an I told you so when we get fucking nothing for this.
I'm just saying.
There's going to be payment made when we get fucking nothing from this and have to give it to somebody.
Okay,
because we're getting
Magnus, you
told.
try and get all that gold out of all of us. That's fine.
You can have my hand-me-down rags
Yeah,
from
enjoy my
Redcliffe.
20 gold that I have on me.
Like you said, it's a long game.
All right.
All right,
So
carry on.
Anyways,
we do have a job to do while we're down here. Do we want to go into scary caves? Do we want to move fast? Do we want to move slow? Do we want to go mine? What do we want to do?
Well, I, for one, as the victim of brain monsters, think that we should go at a relative pace.
What does that mean? Relative to what?
Probably a little bit faster than what we were doing before. It might help us if we're able to be a little bit more nimble and keep moving
I
through
can
the
be
cave.
nimble. I can be
Oh.
quick.
How far did you guys make it this last time?
Not too far. We've mapped 2 caverns.
Okay. And I'm guessing our strategy we discussed. How did that go?
Actually pretty good until Barry got the dump. Which was right at the end, to be fair.
Did it try to dumb everybody or just Barry?
Just Barry. And I get the sense that if it had jumped on Barry, he would have been very dead. It would have been fine. We would have figured it out. It's okay.
well, the moral of the story on those guys is don't let them get close to you. I think Barry was the only one who they got close enough to actually do that. It was pretty squishy until it gets right up next to you.
So you're telling me I'm not using my daggers when we're fighting?
Well, not the brain things, maybe.
I bet I was doing a melee. I was fine.
So I heard the brain things. What else have you guys encountered there? Have you encountered the were-rats yet?
No, there have been rats, but none of them have been where. What was the first thing that we fought?
Spiders.
Oh yeah, spiders.
The
So
things
we-
that they...
But they were like ghost
Hey.
spiders.
Yep. There's always got to be a twist. Brains with legs, spiders with ghosts.
They'd like
You know.
blip out of the dimension and blip black. Kind of like Barry.
That sounds annoying. Anything else? So, brains on legs, spiders. Anything else terrible that we have to fight or that you have fought?
Zombies.
That's been it so far. Yeah, zombies, but those were the brain things. Disguised as humans.
Okay. So, great.
Let's go faster than we were. Especially now that we have Magnus with us.
All right, you can bump up to 2,
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
bumping to 2.
Pump that baby up to 2.
full throttle. Okay. So you guys head out again on another journey into the unknown. Right. So this map, which one was it? This. All right, you guys are heading. We have to move the player token over here. There we go. You guys are heading toward 31C. And let's make some rolls. Oh wow, they rolled really poorly. Everybody hears a few hurried footsteps up ahead. Before you even reach 31C. You don't see anything, but you do hear some as you are approaching this area.
Does it sound like skittering or like humanoid movement?
It sounds like 2 feet. So, like humanoid.
All right, guys, do you hear that?
I messaged them telepathically. Everybody be on guard. But
Let's keep
say
going.
something if you see something.
Can you pull your tokens onto this map, please? I know there's not a lot of room.
Are we moving? We're moving up, I assume.
You are moving up, yeah. Go ahead and put yourselves in marching order. Gotta grab Callie. Oh, she's big. Alright. So yes, you hear some footsteps up ahead.
Hey
And
guys,
then they kind of come to a quick stop as you
just-
guys-
hold on. Let me go take a look.
Alright, Magnus, you
Right
may stealth
behind
ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I'll roll stealth and try to sneak up and take a look.
I'm gonna stay fairly, like, probably a few yards behind him.
Only a 28 for stealth.
Okay. Let me.
I'm gonna hug like the right wall.
How far up you going?
Let's see. Dark vision's 50 feet, 60 feet. So far enough that I feel comfortable that I could still see poofers.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna make any big corners. Like I'm at this corner here.
I'm
stop.
trailing you like at the edge of that range.
Okay. I would stop at the corner, peer in.
Okay. So you go up to this corner and look around. Can you roll a perception for me, please?
Gosh dang, my rolls are awesome. 24.
Oh, nice. You see some movement. Can you see me ping over there?
Do it again. Yeah.
Okay. You see some movement in that direction.
Do I like see any shapes or?
It looks like whatever it was quickly kind of like moved behind a rock or something.
Was it large, small,
Medium.
medium? Okay, like eye level kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to. I'll back up and go back, and I'm gonna go interact back with Poofers. Be like, Poofers, there's something up ahead. It's about, yay high, and I'm holding over Poofer's head. Like it's about yay high.
Did it come at you or did it hide?
It hid.
Oh.
I don't
We're
know
probably
how big
scarier
those
than it
spiders
is.
were, the brains, or any of that stuff, but
They were
were-
real big. Well, the brains
Okay.
weren't that big, but they were smaller than what you're saying, and the spiders were bigger.
okay. Well, that's about how big they were, and it went behind a rock. Why don't you go back, let everybody know that they can come up here to the corner, and we'll hide. Bring everybody to this rock up here where I'm at now.
Let's do that. And I go do that.
Okay. So you tell everyone it's safe to move up a little bit.
Yep.
I will go ahead and reveal this.
Although I saw him moving, am I still hearing like scattering or movement?
No, it's very silent now.
Okay. I'm going to, once everybody gets up and like is kind of like in position, like hiding, in that area, which you said was like over here.
So, yeah, do you want everyone in like this little area here?
Yeah, I want them all like by this rock right here.
Okay. Okay.
If that's what everybody wants to come and do
We
that.
should probably have somebody watching behind us so we don't get sandwiched.
Callie will roll perception.
Okay.
She seems to be keeping a very vigilant eye.
I just wanted to check that area behind us that we cleared, the little crevice to the southwest
This
of us.
right here?
Just do a quick like visual check of it, make
Yeah.
sure it was clear.
Ocular pat down.
So
That's
when
right.
this area was clear, this is a big hole, and no one checked this corridor.
All right. I think we need to focus on the dude ahead of us.
All
What's
right,
the plan?
guys. And I come back and I tell them. So here's what I'm thinking. I'll go up, and they're about 30 meters or so ahead of us, and I'll cast Thaumaturgy, get a mild shake up here, and see if we can shake him out.
I don't know if that's a good idea in the cave.
Well, it's a mild tremor. I'm not throwing
Just
her.
like shake a couple pebbles.
Shake a few pebbles.
Okay.
Shake the tree and see what falls out.
Okay. All right. You go do that. I'm right behind you.
All right. And you said it was over here that I saw it?
Yeah, that direction.
All right. I'll cast Thaumaturgy over there.
All right, so the ground starts to shake, not violently or anything, but it's like a very mild earthquake. And let's see. So you don't see anything like scurry out or anything, but can everyone roll perception, please?
6.
10.
16.
17.
All right, you guys don't notice anything.
What do you think? Are they still there?
They probably either they're pretty high up on the wall and didn't get shaken out, or they don't care about earthquakes.
Let's go check it out.
All right. I'm still stealthed, and I'm gonna try to move up.
I'm gonna be like 10 feet behind him.
Can you roll stealth again because you did rendezvous with the group, which kind of gives you like a...
Sure. 19.
Okay. So, let me reveal the area for you. Okay, so as you move up a little bit, you do notice that there's a branch in the cavern here. And then you hear some footsteps moving up that way.
Okay, so going
Go
up
this
that way. All right. I Warden calm Poofers and say, Poofers, there's
10 feet behind you. What's up?
Oh. God. Whoa. So
But she
there's
answers anyways.
there's a fork up ahead. I did hear some movement. It sounds like footsteps. Did it sound like people footsteps or like scurrying kind of thing?
Like people footsteps.
Okay. I heard footsteps going up. I can't see anything. I didn't see anybody, but I did hear them. It sounds like they're moving north.
Let's follow them. It can't be a trap, right? They'd never
It's
set
totally
a trap
not
like
a trap.
that. You should check for traps while we go to this not a trap.
Do you trap caves? Is that a thing? Do people do that?
I don't know. I'm not in caves very often.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll relay to the group.
Yeah.
And I whisper back, hey, we're moving up.
What I'm gonna do is staying stealth. I'm gonna try to go to. Actually, I'm gonna hold the left side, move up here, and when I get to like the division here, I'm just gonna feel along the wall. So I'm not going crazy, but just kind of like rubbing my hand along the wall to see if I feel any like impressions or string or something that would be a trap.
All right. So you feel... Can you roll perception again? Then?
Yeah. 16.
All right. You kind of like put your head up towards the wall and are feeling for anything abnormal. It just feels like a normal cave surface right now.
Okay.
Do you continue to move upward? What do you want the group to do?
I'm trailing him by about 10 feet.
Okay.
So I'm trying not to disturb his stealthiness, but I'm also trying to stay close enough that I can help if something happens.
What are you guys doing? The rest of you?
I'm staying kind of towards the back and watching behind us as all this progresses.
Somebody should check out to our left.
Would it
See what's up.
would it also make sense if I just casted Pass Without a Trace on us, so then we could kind of, if we're running into a large group, at least Magnus isn't caught in the front.
Let's do it. Let's pass without a trace.
Okay, I'm gonna cast
Okay.
Pass Without a Trace. Gives everybody plus 10 stealth.
Okay. I'm going to progress up.
All right.
Again, feeling the wall.
You hear footsteps still further ahead.
Walking away.
Yep.
I'm gonna peek my head into this little room real quick.
This is not a trap. This is totally a trap.
Does it sound like they're coming from like this side over here?
It looks like they're running to the left. Yes.
To the left, so up here. Okay. I'm going to follow. I'm going to peer around the corner.
All right. Sorry, there's a lot of revealing the map here is kind of a pain in the ass for me. The tool is not very good.
I'm just gonna keep continuing. So.
Okay.
And then, did you see I stepped into the room on the left a little bit? Take a look around.
Yeah. So it's at this moment as you guys, I'll reveal the rest of the map for you now. Berein, you kind of like look around the corner for the first time, and there's definitely a big group ready to ambush you here. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh,
because we were careful with stealth and everything, they're not getting a surprise round. But let's fight.
Are they? What are they? They look like drow.
They are all drow. Yes, and they look fairly
Those
well
bitches.
equipped. Two in particular stand out. This one and this one in the blue cape. The rest all seem kind of pretty standard. Oh boy. I know that Roll20 scales the map weird, but try and make sure you're always within the middle of the square and not in between them. Whichever that is. Can I label these to make it easier? Can you guys see the little one underneath the one of them?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
That sucks. Oh. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Woo! Now I just have to set all these up.
And just for clarification, that thing at the bottom of the map, that's a hole, yeah?
That is a hole, yeah.
Duly noted.
Ooh, I can see the
I
numbers.
I know where you're going.
Shove them down the trash bin.
And I like it.
Look, they're kind of set up like bowling
This is
pins.
Sparta.
Poofers, we need your kicking skills.
The party didn't move quite fast enough for me to be able to ambush you from behind, so...
I was watching behind.
Yeah, so is Callie, and she rolled a nat 20, so... Okay. I think all of them, except the top one, should have a plate now, or a name now. Okay. So, initiative 20 plus.
Mod 20.
Okay. 15 to 20.
15.
Ten to 15.
11.
5 to 10.
7.
8.
7 and 8. Okay. Callie rolled very low. Top
Seems like
round,
you're getting a sneak
Magnus.
attack anyways.
Okay. I'm guessing I don't see number 7 yet. I think I heard him.
You heard him. You know that there's something up there, but you haven't laid eyes on him yet.
Okay. I'm gonna. Again, we haven't been engaged or anything, so I'm still kind of sneaking, going nice and slow, and I would progress up to the corner of this wall, and peek around the wall.
You would see him.
Okay.
You get to move before he does. So.
Would he see me?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys look at each other like deer in headlights.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do I see him like engage? Like, would I even know we're gonna fight or something?
I mean, he's got weapons and you've got weapons. And
Okay.
It's just kind of
Let's
like.
fight.
just making sure.
Let's just
Yeah.
do it,
Making
bro.
sure. Okay. Then I'm going to I'm gonna draw my my rapier actually, and my goal is I want to try to hit his sword out of his hand as hard as I can with my sword. I'm not actually trying to hit him.
You want to try and disarm him.
I'm gonna try to disarm him.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh my god, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
You do not disarm him. So you kind of like pull your daggers out and move towards him, and he's just like, no.
Dang it. And then with my bonus action, actually with my bonus action, can I throw something at him? Like not a weapon. I want to throw lantern oil on him.
No, that is too much to get it out of your pack and throw
Okay.
it at him in one move.
Then with my bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and disengage and move. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, back down here next to Barry.
Okay. Cool. Just because it is 7:40, we've only taken one turn. Do we want to take a quick break before we actually run this whole encounter?
We probably should.
Okay. Not bad.
I want ice cream.
Okay. Just a quick ice cream break. We'll be back soon.
Cookies.
Okay.
Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. Everybody gets the chance someday. All at once at last you think you've got it made. Not a word that anyone can say that can change the way you feel. Cause you know that love is real. You can choose with whom you fall in love. Anybody, any moment, anywhere. Cause no matter who you choose, there's a chance that you might lose. Gonna try and that's the best that I can do. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. You can do just anything you want. You can help yourself to anything that's mine. Take it easy when there's no one else. Got to get it right this time. Gonna try to make love shine. Everybody gets the chance someday. You just take it when the moment comes along. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do when you find the eyes of love are set on you. the place now, everybody. Got to let us through. Got a dream to catch tonight, it might come true. Hold tight.
20-foot radius. So that's 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15. That's actually smaller than it should be. One more try. Go. So, everyone in that area needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wow, balls.
$18.
18. Okay.
19.
11.
15.
6.
15, 18. Okay. So I think Berein and Poofers are the only two to succeed. So you guys are all kind of like preparing for battle here.
I
As
had 19. Did I not
Oh.
succeed?
sorry, you did as well. My bad. It's hard. There's a lot of numbers being thrown at me. You guys are preparing for battle here as they all kind of like come out from their hiding spot, and this lady up here who is wearing a mask over her face comes and begins like conjuring something with her hands, and then you hear a very loud buzzing sound as the area is overcome with a just swarm
Bees!
of insects.
Oh wow, it really is bees.
It is. It is difficult terrain, so your movement is halved, and if you succeeded, you're taking 16 piercing damage. If you failed, you're taking 33.
33? Oh
Yes.
my god.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay. I don't know if you can uncanny dodge a spell.
Can you uncanny dodge bees?
I don't know if you can uncanny dodge this.
Hey guys, this might be a good time to tactical retreat this encounter.
When the attacker
We've-
you can see hits you with an attack, you
This
can
is
use.
this is not an attack. This is a this was a save.
It's like a AoE spell. So, guys, we're gonna need to take down her concentration on the spell.
Right. Well, we've already got one of us down, and I'm already
Yeah, we
under
need to
half
retreat.
HP. This is not gonna go
You said
well, guys.
33?
So now number 4's turn.
We
He's gonna
need
move
to
up
move out.
to Berein
Oh hey, hi, how's it going?
and take 2 hits at you. What's your AC again?
18.
Okay, only one of them hits. For a very low roll of 9 damage. One of that is piercing and the rest is poison. If that makes a difference. And now it's Poofer's turn.
I look around at the state of everybody. And I yell, okay, everybody out! I am going to, you said it's half movement, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to feline agility down and try and run past Callie's body and knock number 3 into that hole as hard as I can.
Can you get down there?
With feline agility, I have
Oh, yeah.
40 movement normally, so it's 40 movement.
Okay. I need you to make a strength contest against this guy.
$25.
You rolled a
Ooh.
2. So,
Oh my god, you kicked the
Cute.
shit out of this guy.
he was like still recovering from his slash over at Callie and is like kind of like gathering his sense of the battlefield. He himself, actually, he took damage from these insects as well. So he's kind of like dealing with them, and he doesn't see this cat kind of like low to the ground in this obscured area, barrel toward him and knock him down into the hole. And you hear him screaming as he hits the edges of this deep well and falls into the abyss.
For my bonus action, actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stand over Callie and I'm gonna rage.
Okay. Cool. Number 1's turn. He is going to learn from his friend's mistake. Rest in pepperoni, friend. And is going to start here, come around, peek, and shoot at Poofers before pulling away again. That's only an 11. I don't believe that hits you.
It does not. Finally, something doesn't hit me.
Okay, and then he pulls back around here. Troy, it's your turn. Oh,
I don't-
actually, I'm sorry, I messed up. Poofers, you have to make another save on the end of your turn with this spell. The creature must make the save when it enters the spell's area or ends its turn there.
14.
You did pass that one. Cool. So you take half damage. So you take 14 piercing damage. And because
What
you
is the
ranged
effect? Like, what is going on? Bees? Is that what that is?
it's like a plague of locusts, kind of, are swarming around.
Okay.
So yes, that was piercing. It should have been halved again for you, I believe, because you're raging.
Yes.
So now it's Troy's turn. My bad.
Okay. I'm gonna move up to where Poofers and Callie are, and I'm going to use Rally for Callie, which is actually just a.
It gives
I think
10
it's just
HP, right?
Yeah, it's temp HP. But
You
it's
can't
just
up someone with temp HP.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
You can pour a healing potion into her mouth with a bonus action.
That was a good thought, though.
Can I up someone with a healing potion?
Yes.
Okay, because I have 3 of those. So instead I'm just gonna do that. I move to Poofers and Callie.
If you move 1 square down out of the pink square too, you won't take that damage at the end of your turn.
Right, but I would be in range of.
They can move to you anyway. You don't have to do whatever, but it's like guaranteed damage versus
Get in
damage.
get in range of those Star Destroyers to last against the Death Star, you know?
Is it gonna be the same roll for damage? Like the same
It
amount
was
of damage?
it was like 1 point less when I just took it.
Shoot. Okay. Then I guess so. If I move out of it, I don't have to roll again for it.
Yes.
Okay. I'm only in sight of number 1 if I go right here, right? I'm still kind of
So
whatever.
this square right there, you are within melee range of.
of 1. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm too close to that hole too.
You can go down below the square to the exit.
That hole's looking real nice too.
Well, that's true. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to use a healing pot on Callie.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for that, or can you roll for that?
I'll do it.
Okay. Can I actually? Would I be able to move? When I'm out of it, I'm not half movement. Can I move to like here?
So you started over here.
Right.
So that would have been 20 feet of movement to get to like right here.
You can use your action to dash if you're not going to do anything, unless you're going to shoot the guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that point with dash then.
Because I think, okay, that's fine. You can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So you are out of the area of effect. Good. Now number 2 gets to go. That's number 2. All right, he is going to chase after our friend here. It's 5, 10. Yeah, he can make that.
He is not half movement through the bees.
I think he can still make it
Does he have to? Is he?
because that's
He's going to
affected by
take
it?
an attack of opportunity from Poofers and Callie. And
Because they're both up.
Callie doesn't have any melee attacks.
from
Yes.
You can
Poofers.
slap him for 1 damage.
Hit him with your hand
You
back,
could
Callie.
unarmed strike him. I guarantee she missed that.
Trip him.
Sure. But Poofers, you can make an attack of opportunity.
They can't double attack, right? It's only one
No,
on it.
it's just one.
Okay. That'll be a 24 to hit.
That does hit.
That's gonna be... $20 damage.
Oh, damn. Okay. So he takes the hit, but keeps running after Troy. And is going to make a few attacks at him. Okay. So he pulls out a... makes 3 attacks. Okay. So he pulls out a scimitar and a whip and attempts to attack you with all of them. That's 15, 15, and 25. Do those hit?
My AC's 15.
Oh.
So all of them hit. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Ow.
I guarantee I'm down.
All right. So that's a
This
total
was all a dream.
of 37 damage.
I have 20 hit points left.
So you were down.
Yep.
Okay.
We need to get the fuck out.
Do I go below? Do I keep track below, or is
No.
it just down is down?
It's just down is down.
Okay. I'm down.
All right. Number 5 is going to pull back here to keep a watch on the exit. Airview, your turn.
Okay. All right. I am going to go up.
I don't think you should go up. I think we should be leaving.
Well, I'm thinking of throwing a big ass wall of fire.
That is going to attract a lot of other bad things.
But it could also attract it to them.
You could go down and do what we were talking about, our strategy. Get out of the pink, shoot up.
Yeah, I was thinking of going here and shooting this.
It's not what I would do. I would not go up if I were you.
No, it's a wall of lightning that kills. Yes.
She has an attack that one-shots.
If it hits,
If it hits.
It doesn't one shot.
it doesn't.
No,
It just does a
hurts
lot
real,
of
real
damage.
Sorry, I'm just needing
You have one person almost down, one person down. And you will take damage if you're still in the pink after this turn.
We do need to break
Please.
concentration on our spellcaster friend there.
Yeah.
Don't let the cat scare you.
Thinking go up here and hit here. Fudge.
Gotta make a decision.
I'm sorry, I'm really stressed out right now. I get it. Okay, fuck me.
Pull the trigger! Pull
Alright, I'm gonna go.
You're also half movement right now. And
Well, I can go 25 feet.
so getting to the edge of the square requires 50 feet of movement.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna be able to get to where I want.
So you're gonna have to dash to get out.
Okay, so then.
Bonus action
like,
dash.
So you can't bonus action.
I can't.
Or action, sorry.
Okay. New
She can bonus
plan.
action. She can move Misty Step and then fire a spell.
Alright. New step, I go here. And then I'm gonna hit number 6.
Did you hear that you can Misty Step? That's a bonus action.
You can move out. You can do your original plan. You can Misty Step with your bonus action to get where you need to go.
Here. And then alright, and I throw lightning bolt level 3 through them.
Alright.
And I
believe that's a save for all of them.
it is actually yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So in order. Alright, plus it's a dex save, right?
Yeah,
What's the DC?
14.
Okay, so mage saves, but she'll still take half damage. Number 4 fails. And then the other 2.
Does it
Both.
break the mage's concentration even if
She
if
makes
she
a
saves?
she makes a save against concentration, so we'll see. You said it was DC 14,
Yeah.
so only number 4 fails. Go ahead and roll damage. They'll still take half damage on the failure.
Okay, one sec.
And then she needs to make a. Oh, she rolled a nat 20 on her save, so she's still concentrating.
Of course she did.
24.
Okay, 12. 4. Number 5.
Oh wait, that was only 5d6. I have to roll 3 more. 24, 5, 30, 33.
33. Okay, so it's gonna be 16, 33, 16, and 16. Okay, cool. That's your turn.
Can we get a roll on the mage's concentration?
I did. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom. Berein, it's your turn.
So it is. Would I know the level of spell that this large AoE is?
You can roll an Arcana check.
I'm gonna do that. Oh! Ba-ba-ba-ba! Can I find out what that level of spell is?
Yeah. I'm seeing if you can get the spell. You can. This spell feels very similar in nature to your own spells and how they are cast. This, not that like your character would know anything about level of spells. This feels like an advanced spell. It is a 5th level spell.
5th level spell. Goddamn. Because I'm thinking about Dispel Magic, and depending on what level it is, let's see here. DC equals plus the spell level. So if I were to try casting Dispel Magic, I would have to roll with my spellcasting modifier a 16 or higher to Dispel Magic. I'm gonna use my Clockwork Amulet to get a 10 plus 18 so I can Dispel Magic on the mage.
Cool. So that spell
Nice.
disappears. And she
That's
looks at her
goodness.
hands as her magic kind of just stops, and she's like, "What?" Looks very confused.
So I just give her a little point, like, I know your game. And then I need some breathing room. So as I'm pointing at her, I just shimmer into the background and use my bonus action to go invisible until my next turn.
You're gonna
also
take-
I'm gonna move back a little bit, just so I can.
You're gonna take 2 attacks of opportunity from them.
Well, I'm using my bonus action to go invisible.
Okay, so they'll do it with disadvantage then.
Did you know where I was? I won't move then. I don't want to
You're
risk.
not gonna move.
Yeah, I don't want to risk getting hit.
Okay. Neat. All right. Callie's turn. She's big ouch. She's gonna down a healing potion. What was that? 7, so 9 back. Ooh, she wants to help someone. She doesn't want to hurt anyone right now.
I know someone who needs help.
Yeah, but she... Ooh, you're not in, like, immediate danger of death, though. And other people are. Ooh, 40-foot cube. That's another 40-foot cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she will hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, she'll hit everyone except the one down by Troy with this. She's going to try and slow them. So we need wisdom saves from all of them. Wow. Every single one of them failed, so they are all slowed. Which should be a tremendous help to all of you. Alright, and she's going to move a little bit down toward, like, right there. Number 7 gets to go. He's gonna move up and take a swing at Aravir. Oh shit, I almost knocked over my coffee, that was scary.
How are the ones that got hit like 1, 5, 4 looking?
They look pretty fine. -2 penalty to AC and Dex. Can't use reactions. I can't only an action or a bonus action, not both. And can make spells useless. Okay. So he's gonna make 2 attacks at Aravir, which is an 11 and a 22.
Only 1 hit, and I'm gonna hit shield.
You're gonna throw up a shield?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that, so that's +5 to your AC. Does that beat a 22?
Yes.
Okay, so you take no damage as his shield
23.
throws up in
Nice.
front of you
Nice.
and his sword just
Nice.
bounces off.
Well played, Eric.
Good job.
Okay, back to Magnus.
All right, just confirming we're bailing.
We need to bail, I
We
believe.
need to bail.
Okay.
We need to get the F out of here.
Okay. With that, then I'm going to. Let's see. So I got 30 feet of movement, which essentially can get me down here to this square. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to. I'm gonna run down. As I'm running down, in this area. So like once I get to the divider, I want to throw my ball bearings here.
Okay, you can do that.
So
Cool.
that way is going to be slowed for them if they come across that way. And then I'm going to move here. That would be just my original movement because it's 30 feet.
Mhm.
And then I will. Are we calling ball bearings as an action to throw?
Yes.
Okay. Then, you know what? As my bonus action, I'm going to move a little farther here, and I'm going to put myself at this square as like more of a protection for Callie and Troy for the for 1 and 5 coming through.
Sounds good. Cool. Number 3 died. Number 6 gets to go now. But slow might. Let's see. If creature attempts to cast a spell, roll a d20 on an 11 or higher. The spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn. Oh, she's fine. Okay. Oh wait, on an 11 or higher, the spell. Okay, so this spell won't take effect until next turn. So we'll put that
Oh
off.
god, thank God.
Number 4 gets to go. Next to Berein, he's gonna take. He can only make 1 attack at Berein. That's an 18. That hit you.
I'm invisible.
Oh, you're invisible, so disadvantage. So that doesn't hit you regardless. Okay, so you're good
Nice.
there. Poofers.
Okay, I am going to try to grapple number 2. I'm just gonna launch myself at him.
All right, let's have a strength contest.
Poofers is gonna win this by just throwing them
I'm
all
a
on the wall
bowling
over
ball.
and over.
Here I go. That's a 18.
What is his strength?
I think his strength was -4.
Oh God, you're right. That was a match, so let's roll again.
Aw, shit.
Come on.
A 22.
Oh yeah, you
Yes.
got him real good there. So you
Let's go poofers.
barrel over toward him and like pin him up against the wall over here. And he is like hissing at you and like trying to grab his weapons to attack you.
Rip
I
his
am-
head off.
As my bonus action, I'd say before I barrel over to him, can I toss Callie a health potion so she can give it to Troy, or would that have to be her turn?
She has one that she can give him.
Yeah, but I want to do it now instead of waiting for her turn.
She has to wait till her turn.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide around to Troy first, and then I'm going to back up. I'm going to give him a health potion, and then I'm going to back up to the edge of the hole and then grapple this guy.
Okay, so Troy.
We'll have a little bit of a running start.
Okay, Troy, you're up. Do you
Yeah.
want to roll it for him? Whoever wants to roll. It's now number 1's turn.
Sorry, what's my HP? Did she roll for me or?
Tatiana, why don't you roll?
All right.
Number 1's gonna take a shot at Magnus. With a 19.
6.
19 hits.
Okay, so you take 6 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
If I uncanny dodge, can I dodge Constitution things?
No.
Okay. Then never mind.
Because it still hits you, just reduces the damage.
It's a natural
Poofers.
one.
Okay, so if the saving throw fails by 5 or more, the target's unconscious while poisoned.
Balls.
So you fall unconscious from a poison dart.
Can we just keep everybody up?
Poofers, did you say 6 for me?
Yeah, you got 6.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Awesome. It is better than the 0.
You said I took 6 damage with it?
Yes, six piercing damage, and you fall unconscious. So that was number 1. Troy, it's your turn.
Okay.
I should probably just grab Magnus.
Yeah. How much would it? Yeah. Shoot. And I can't use any kind of health potion to wake him up, right? He's just unconscious.
I mean, you can try and wake him up. You just saw him collapse to the floor.
Okay.
You're not sure what's afflicting him.
Okay. Yeah. I'm
You have
gonna.
6 HP.
Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna use my action to grab Magnus, and can I drag him to below where Poofers is?
Yeah, can you make a strength check for me?
That's gonna be.
I am unconsciously willing and letting him do this.
Yes, thank you.
Right. 8.
All right. So you kind of like grab him and start pulling, and you're not really getting anywhere, but the like severe jolting does rouse Magnus. So he's kind of like he's prone right now, but he's awake. Shaking him seemed to do the trick in this case.
So he's awake.
But you can't move him. That
But I-
makes sense.
Okay.
So you woke
So-
him up, but you can't move him.
So that was my action
Yes.
to just wake him up, basically.
Mhm.
Okay. And then that would put me pretty much there. Okay, then. In the square. For my bonus action, I am going to I'm gonna second wind.
Okay.
And that's a 1d10 plus 7 for HP. So that gives me, oh my god, 8. I rolled a 1. Okay.
Alright, you want to move or anything?
Yes. I would like to move back down to where Poofers is.
Okay. So next is number 2, who's gonna try and break free from Poofers. So I need another strength check from you, please. Okay, you do manage to keep him there.
Holding this guy down, everybody out!
Number 5 is
Move
gonna
it,
turn
move it.
around. 10, 20. So he got slowed through the ball bearings. And he can make it about that far.
Oh god.
I believe he's also slowed because of Callie.
Slow actually doesn't affect your movement speed, which is funny. Oh no,
What
it
does
does.
it do?
An affected target, it does move, so he only gets like what there. It halves your speed, -2 penalty to AC and dex saves, can't use reactions, can either take an action or a bonus action, but not both. And it can't make more than one melee or range attack, and if you do a spell, it has a chance to postpone the spell.
God.
So it's a very good support spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was just movement slow. That's great.
So did I.
Erebir.
I'm gonna go ahead and Misty Step for my bonus action.
Okay.
Over here. And then can I carry Magnus when I dimension door?
Yes.
I grab
As long as he's
Magnus
willing.
to dimension door out.
Where are we dimension dooring?
The fuck out of here.
To
Like 500 feet away.
no. It's like here.
You dimension door into Spider Town.
Back
They all
where
look
we
at you
came
and-
from.
For a
So you-
tasty
Door's
snack.
here.
You get effectively out of the arena. We'll just move you guys out.
Oh
I mean, Magnus, if you're not willing to go, you don't have to.
no, she.
No, I
I don't know
wanna
what the hell
go.
she's doing. I've never seen her use this.
Alright, Berein. You're invisible.
I think I'm now visible. So, how's it going, guys? I'm like sitting there drinking, and
why are you visible?
let's say what?
Why are you visible?
Until the beginning of my next turn, I
Oh.
become visible. Yeah, it's just a
Nice.
bonus action visible.
Mm.
And I am going to.
Dimension door.
How did you know? So I'm gonna dimension door down to the bottom of the map.
Okay.
And I am gonna bring out Dr. Ink, and Dr. Ink's gonna look around like, whoa, not looking good today. I'll put him on the map, and
Usually it's the other way around.
and he's gonna while Poofers has the drow pinned, he's gonna take a crack at his head.
Okay. This one is not slowed, by the way.
Say what?
This one is not slowed.
What?
Just so you know.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take a crack at him. That's a mod 20,
Yeah, that hits him.
and that's 13 damage.
Nice. He looks like insulted at this.
You did damage to his dignity?
Yeah. And then a few drops of that sweet alcohol rain drizzled
They
down
become
upon him.
much friendlier. What is this? Magical. Magical. Oh, I've never had anything like this.
Yeah. Okay, anything else, Berein?
No, that'll do it. What? No, you put him on his noggin.
Alright, Kelly doesn't want to drop her
Get
spell,
the fuck out, Kelly!
but can probably do something more convenient. She's gonna move back with Berein. And then she's like, Poofer, should I drop this spell and hold person that one? And like points at the one that you're holding.
I think that they can all go first. So, is there any way that you can stop them from getting down here?
That's a really good question. Where's his spell sheet? Is this a wall? This is part of the struggle of having a full character sheet is I can't.
So many options.
Yeah. She does. She has Wall of Fire, which she can throw down instead. But there's going to be one trapped with you guys.
That's okay, I'm still grappling him.
Alright, so she throws down, drops that spell, and throws down a Wall of Fire right here.
Nice.
And then, number 7, he's just gonna, like, can't do much over here. He's gonna move up. Magnus is gone. Number 6 comes, and you see through the fire that she just kind of, like, crosses her arms disapprovingly, but doesn't seem to make any hostile moves. Oh, her spell does go off, though. Which spell was it? Oh, this is really fun. So, you see that, like, this spell that she had been casting before, which was deferred by Callie's spell, finally, like, a large black circle of glyphs appears on the ground, and a shadowy form starts to emerge from it, and she just kind of, like, allows this to happen as she watches you all escape behind this wall. Fast forward down to Poofers. What do you want to do with this guy?
Here's what I'm gonna do. Tell me how many actions this would take. Is Troy allowed to help me with something?
That's what I was gonna ask. Can we both
If I
hurl
kick
this
this
guy?
dude in the nuts to get him to drop his weapons, can Troy help me carry this guy out so we can kidnap him?
Oh, I think we should catapult his ass into the hole.
I thought
you
that, but
fail.
it might be more fun to ask him questions.
Oh my
He
god.
He
Kidnap.
will
Can Dr.
fight
Ink help
you.
as well? He's just kind of bashing him over and over.
I was thinking like slit his throat, but you know what? To each their own.
So here's how it would work. Until you reduce him to 0 hit points, he will continue to fight you. Even if you disarm him, he's gonna struggle.
Okay. And you said that he looked total, like they took 33 up there and they looked totally fine, right?
Yeah.
So the chick who is casting spells, they're not all men by the way, they're pretty mixed, but she's a caster. She looked fairly hurt. The one that you have doesn't look like he's taken a scratch.
On Pit of Despair, this guy.
I'm trying to see if I have anything that can knock him out. I have some potions.
But yeah, he, like, that's not to say you can't keep him contained, but he will struggle against you.
It's
until
also
he's
gonna
reduced to 0.
It's also gonna slow down our retreat too. I'm assuming because we're gonna have to carry
Yeah.
him out.
All right. I'm sorry, Barry. I know you want to interrogate him, but I'm gonna yeet him into the pit.
Can I help?
Yes. So Poofers, make a strength check contest with advantage.
What'd you say?
A strength check with advantage, please, against him as he's struggling to not be thrown down a pit.
24.
All right, so he actually rolled a 22, which is really high.
Thank you, advantage.
Yeah.
Thank
so
God I was helping.
he's struggling vehemently, until you can finally manage to like barely like roll him off into the pit, and he starts to fall. See if he can save himself. Nice. So he falls about 20 or 30 feet before you see him pull out a sword and like stick it to the side of the wall.
Oh, badass.
Come to a stop, and he looks up at you and curses. But it's gonna take him a hell of a long time to get out.
All right. We're moving out. Everybody out.
All right.
And
So
you're
I-
running.
So you hadn't even made it to 31C, by the way. This is on your way there.
Yeah,
You
we're just gonna
guys
have to go back.
book it out of there back to camp.
So that sucked. What was that?
Anyone else over this place and want to go back?
No, I want to figure out what's going on down here still, but I would rather not run into bandits. We only got 1 out of 7 or however many there were.
At least there's 1 less now, right? So now it's
Right.
only 6.
And now we know if we hear footsteps up ahead to just go the other way. Definitely could not have been a trap.
It's a trap.
Oh man.
I wonder who
Well.
those guys were, if they were just regular bandits or if they were special. They were pretty strong.
Yeah, they swarmed locusts in a cave,
Who does that?
right?
How do they even know what locusts are?
Seriously.
Are there underdarkish locusts?
So
Clearly.
They were lithids actually.
I was getting thirsty after that too.
Drink them.
Grind their bones. So
Oh, thank you, Tickler.
Thanks for the sub, man.
have a problem now because that is our way to get to 31C, and
Oh,
whether they're there or not.
after that, or did I get a good enough look during that encounter to kind of quickly sketch it out and map it so it's uncovered the next time because we have to return
This-
to get to 31C, right? Like,
This was just part of the path to 31C. Like usually this place is very safe. It's already mapped out and everything. Like this is
Oh,
on your
okay.
on route to 31C.
Maybe we
Oh,
can ask
smart.
for an escort to 31C next time because we got attacked by bandits. I know that we got an escort there the first time. Maybe we can ask again just so we have some extra help in case this happens again. I bet you since there's been an attack there recently, they'll send somebody with us.
And just hear me out. Why exactly are we staying down here?
Don't you want to know about the secrets of the Underdark?
Let's see,
Underdarkish secrets?
I don't give a shit about the Underdark.
Don't you
I'm
want to
ready
know what
go
that
back
gem
to the
does?
Upper Sun.
You don't want to know what the gem does? I want to know what the butt rock does.
I want to know how much we can get for it. That's what I want.
I want to get the hell out of this crap hole and go back where there's good food and drinks, and I'm not getting murdered every 2 seconds.
I also want 16,000 gold.
You guys are such quitters. You
I'm
don't
more
like
of
the
a-
challenge of,
a
but we
stay
just threw a guy
alive.
down a hole. Come on. That's
More
very
of a
fun.
We-
stay aliver. I have other bigger, more important things to do than try and figure out the Underdark. I don't know about you.
Well,
threw
why don't
two
we
guys
take
down
a
the
vote?
hole.
Do we stay or do we go now?
Are we in the
Who
camp
wants-
right now?
Yeah, we're in the
Yeah,
camp.
take it back.
Who wants to stay in the Underdark?
Callie also raises her hand.
I mean, it would be nice to figure out some more, but at the same time, we almost didn't make it there.
I'm pretty sure all of us have something bigger going on in our lives that we'd like to get dealt with, or other things that we could go do. There's an island of bird people. There's,
I'd like to remind you that
parties.
the omnipotent source told us that there was a point to being down here.
You don't have to do it if you don't want to.
We might have got that point already.
Yeah, it was all just a big skill check. Check yourselves.
The point was don't go to the Underdark.
we have this gem. We could.
Well, it sounds like
Do
I'm gonna get
whatever.
outvoted, Callie, so
Well, she says, who knows how many more crystals there could be like this one. You could make way more money.
Yeah, but not if you're dead.
Hold on.
Aaron
Let
can
her,
poop
let her
anywhere
talk.
he wants. That's not a very good point, Callie.
Well, listen. Why don't we bring it to the badass cleric that leads the wardens and actually has a very, very thorough understanding of the divine magic of which is infused in this stone?
Well,
and then
because the wardens are gonna want it. That's
And
the
they're gonna
thing.
take it.
I don't think so. She doesn't really seem to be one who cares about money.
Yeah, but she
She's more
said she wanted
just-
holy relics, and if we're already thinking that this might be a holy thing with divine magic and stuff that has to do with their religion.
I think she said things of significant cultural value. Well, this could be one of those, or maybe not. We don't know.
You know, a middle ground is maybe we show a picture of something that we might have.
Or that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
I
Somebody
did
has
suggest
something?
this, but I was given so much garbage last time. I told a slightly less than truth to the wardens from all of you.
Or we
Wait a
could just
sec.
bring it back and sell it. Maybe we can get more this time.
You know, I do know a guy from our previous adventures. We didn't end on the best of terms, but I bet we can reconnect. He's in the acquiring and exporting business, and I bet we can re-talk to him. I have one of his sigils still. Actually, I have two of them, where we can go and talk to him again.
Is this
bet-
my owner?
Because I bet he has a pretty good idea.
No.
You guys don't even want to know what this thing does? You just don't care? You just want to go back out into the light and get your money? You guys are a bunch of quitters.
I am
Well,
up for taking a picture to the suit or the gem and finding out from them
yeah,
more
further,
about it. But that I'm also for getting hightail out of here afterwards and not going back down any more caverns.
for the record, I said don't necessarily bring it to the wardens yet. I didn't say not look into what it does. I just don't think we should go straight to the wardens because their MO has been, oh, that's very important. Give it to us ASAP. Thank you. Here's a 500 gold. So I think we should look into what it does amongst other sources before we go down any route like that. But I'm not saying give it up. I'm not saying anything
We
like
could
that.
wait and see if my friend talks to me, but that's not a guarantee. He almost, I mean, you know, he is my best friend, but he almost never talks to me.
Do we know anybody else that would know about this?
Not that we
You know who might know is, did we talk to Imbros? Imbros doesn't seem like he really cares
Well, that's
about.
the thing is we can't tell. Well,
But
he likes
Imbros-
his information.
Imbros
He's the
just
one.
likes information. I don't know if he's going to be
Well-
like, oh, I
We
really.
could just ask him. We don't have to say we found it. We could just say, "Hey, Ambrose, there's some stone that looks like this in the Underdark. What does it do?" And not give any context. And I bet he would just answer the question.
I
He
am
is
down
very
for
ro-
that.
He is very robotic that way, so I think he would not really care.
All right.
Who wants to talk to Imby? I always talk to Imby.
But you're his favorite.
You know, I'm starting to think he doesn't like me that much, guys. I busted down his door
What?
3 times. I think it may have been one too many times.
Poofers, that's not true. You know
Oh,
that's
no.
not true. You're his favorite.
You're not gonna talk into my warden comm while I'm talking, are you, Poofers?
I will try my darndest not to.
Hmm. All right. Imbros?
Hi, Imby!
Here we go.
Imbros, are you there?
Ambrose reporting. Please
Hey.
present your query.
Hey, buddy. I hope you're doing well. It's
Close the door, Imby. I miss you.
I mean, I don't really need to say who it is, but it's Berein and Poofers. So we're in the Underdark right now, and we're starting to hear about this rumor of this stone that has some kind of significance, and it has the shape. It has certain lines on it, and then I try and describe it to Imbros of what it looks like. Would by chance somewhere in a book maybe you could help figure this out?
Where did you find this item?
It's that's an interesting story. It was well, I was being dragged back, and apparently you know, there was maybe like a symbol or something of
I
it.
shake him.
He says, "Could you present a rendition of this item? Your comrade, unless dead, should have a means of doing so."
Oh boy, I have been commissioned by the Great Imby to produce a work of art. 2 minutes, Imby! And I scribble up the gem.
All right, he waits silently for the minutes it takes you to draw. And he just says one moment after he receives it. And then there's a very long silence. And you're like 5 minutes later, you're like, is he still there? Is he alive?
Are you there, Ambrose?
And eventually you get a reply that says, "I will need to consult with my master for this. I will reach out to you when a result has been procured."
Okay. Is everything okay? Like, does this have some kind of significance?
I have suspicions it relates to the long-deceased Mad Queen. If it does, this could be a catastrophic find.
That sounds amazing, guys. Something worth staying down here to investigate.
So
Crazy queen.
Stupid gems.
So, I'm sorry, a Mad Queen. What was her name again? So
I'll need to consult with my master first.
Well, okay.
Tell him Magnus is already down here. He can't talk with me yet.
Okay, that's fine if you need clarification, but I'm sorry, what was your theory one more time, so I can take notes?
I suspect this relates to the Mad Queen, who's been long deceased. If so, this is a catastrophic find.
Okay. Cool. By chance, totally unrelated, do you have any information on this Mad Queen?
I will have to consult with my master first.
Okay. Well, thank you. Let us know.
Hey,
So
guys,
that went well.
we totally should have just probably spoke to Shine
We should have just
Bright.
pawned this thing and left.
We can't.
Shy-
We have no way of contacting Shinebright.
I'm aware, but we could have just brought it out of here and talked to Shine Bright.
We don't.
'cause he's
It's
not-
magical. What happens if it explodes when we get out into the sun?
I don't know. Probably death.
It's.
But what happens if we stay? What
we
happens
just
if
heard
we
it
stay
was
here?
catastrophic. What does that mean?
I mean,
That sounds like an explosion to me.
Yeah, I mean, we could sell this nuclear bomb for 16,000 gold, though.
Also, the shopkeeper knows we
Ooh.
have a nuclear bomb now.
Also-
just saying.
Yeah,
we-
and
Time to silence the
maybe
shopkeep.
those guys were sent after us to get it.
wait. That's actually a really smart idea. But also, can any of you magic-y people make our super fancy gem that we definitely don't have, like a mock gem, like illusion?
Can
Maybe.
an illusion that
Maybe.
stays?
An illusion that you can like hold.
Like a
and-
cloud.
Could
It would
I?
look
I'm
very
forgetting the name of the spell. It's where I made a stone door. Could I form a stone to look like that gem?
This is a gem, like a rare mineral, not like a rock.
Speaking of, I still have a whole bag of gems because I never turned it into gold because I wanted to keep shiny stuff. Do any of them have the opaque diamond type color that this has?
This looks very unique.
You know, we do have a friend in a bar that I could ask about the Mad Queen. We don't have to mention the stone or nothing, but maybe just make some casual talk about who the Mad Queen may or may not have been.
Kelly, do you know who the Mad Queen is?
I ain't never been down here.
I don't know. Is she like
Would
a
we,
drow queen?
in any of our studies, maybe heard this tale or anything of it? Okay.
Nothing from my ears or anything.
You never went to the Underdark.
Yeah, but
Can I pull out a special piece of paper and pen off a message to someone you would know?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. You can message me.
I already did my message, so.
Air Bear is gonna once again go into trance and try and commune with Saloon. And see if
I
he
need to
can
have
get
a
some
conference call with
information,
someone.
anything.
You worthless goddess!
We-
Give me something!
We are
Goddess is
taking a
giving you
rest.
more
I'm
than anything. Yeah.
Oh,
My goddess
man.
is amazing. I love her. She gives me all.
I'm assuming we're all taking a long rest while we're doing this, though. Yeah.
Yeah, we're back in camp. I don't think we're going anywhere until we're better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Three of us went down that encounter.
I'll just say this. I think experiencing losing there, I think we can win if we run into it next time.
We got metagaming, we got really unlucky with some of those rolls.
Yeah,
Oh,
Callie
yeah,
was,
opening natural
Callie was
20.
Down. Callie was down without even. I mean,
Yeah. So off the get-go,
She's also-
we had to get her back up.
So yeah, not only is she down, but other people have to spend their turns.
And we have
Fixing that.
Dimension Door.
Yeah, and we have Dimension Door. So, there's a couple ways to get out of there.
So after about an hour, I come out of trance. And I say the only message Saloon will give me is that she will not interfere with the affairs of other courtesans.
Oh, I have some stuff I could ask somebody.
wait, say that it won't interfere with what?
The affairs of other courtesans.
Aren't-
Who
It's
first,
another, I believe, god on the court.
who first takes out a sheet
Aren't
of pink
courtesans-
construction paper and starts scribbling madly.
Okay. Do that.
Weird.
Yikes.
Would you guys like to go into town or anything? Talk to any of the resources in the camp?
I'll be right back.
Man, I could really use one of those god awful drinks right now.
Screw that. I'm having Barry just summon his freaking Stein, and we're just gonna drink out of that a lot. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit there and drink.
Okay.
I'm gonna also sit and drink the lindenberry beer I have brought.
So what's the plan? I guess we can always go back in there and see if we can even make it to the cavern, right? The idea is if we can't, we can dimension door out and bail. Well,
Well, how many?
4 of us can.
How does Dimension Door? I mean,
So
is it two per 2 people? The caster plus 1 extra can Dimension
Yes.
Door.
yes, so we can take 4 because Barry and Airveer can do that.
But you have to be within 5 feet of us when we go.
Poofers is quick and she can run far. I'm pretty quick. I
Run
can
real
go pretty
fast,
far.
and I start zooming around the tents.
I'm pretty quick and I trip her. Go and I can go pretty far. So
I eat shit and then get up and start running again.
so we can at least get out of there. But I don't know. I say we give it a shot, but we have like a go no go point. Right? Like
Yeah.
if 3 of us go down, we're past that go no go point and we need to leave.
Yeah, I think the go
Problem
no-go,
is if Barry or I go down, there's no getting out.
Can you dimension door unconscious people?
I can take you, but if I'm unconscious, we can't go.
Yeah, and our 2 squishiest people are the Dimension Door people, which makes sense because they're spellcasters.
So don't go back in the cave. Is what you're saying.
I want to go back in the cave.
Well,
I'm okay
There's
with going back to
Also,
the
I
cave.
really do think that this stone will explode if it comes out of these caves. You used the word catastrophic. Have you ever known Imby to be a hyperbole user? Ever?
well, I've never seen him act that way before.
Yeah, I'm really unnerved by the.
So
calm,
I think
collected
we're stuck
guy
here till we
freaking out.
figure out what it does.
So,
I'm cool sitting here drink for a little while.
I have some business to discuss with the barkeep as well.
And there's always enlisting poofers as our underground gladiator.
Let me at him.
Ooh,
Unless I
like that.
almost die. I don't want to do that anymore.
All right. So you want to go into town and talk to the bartender, maybe?
No, I'll do that and text RP.
Okay. What do you guys want to do tonight?
So, do we just carry this thing around with us?
Yeah, we should probably decide who holds on to it.
I have it
It's
in
not
my
going to be
pocket.
Magnus.
In my butt.
But do we want to have our squishiest person holding on to this? What happens if you went down in the middle of all those bandits and we couldn't get to you in time and they took it?
You're right. I'm pretty nimble and can get
I
out of
guess
there.
you're not getting it.
Well, is there some kind of spell or something we can do to like safeguard it at our camp until we figure out what it is, or
Ooh,
do we
Barry,
not want to leave it?
Can't you tell where objects are? So at least if we like lose it in our tent, we can find it.
Yep, I can
Because
do
you're
that.
familiar with it.
Locate
So-
object.
There's
Feel comfortable just leaving it around.
No, we
for
should carry it with
anybody.
us for sure.
Yeah.
I'll hold it.
No.
No.
I like
Berein,
smack
can you roll an
Magnus's
Arcana
hand
check
away.
for me?
I'm sorry?
Can Berein roll an Arcana check for me?
Sorry, I couldn't really hear you. You should move your mic up a little bit.
Can Berein roll an Arcana check for me?
One sec. 14.
Given the unique nature of this object, you're not certain how a second level divination would operate on it, and you feel inclined to try.
Sure, I'll give it a try.
Inclined to try.
Yes. So you cast Locate Object on this item, and you do
It
sense
explodes
it.
and the universe ends.
Yes, you do sense it. The kind of like pulsating energy. This spell is usually restricted to 1,000 feet. But even with that, your spell feels a little like supernaturally empowered by an unknown force. And there are vague pulsations of similar energies deep within the Underdark. And one much closer, but this one's location is very vague.
Um,
We're going on a scavenger hunt!
guys, so I just, just for shits and giggles, I tried to locate objects on it. I can feel way farther than normal, and it feels like there may be more than one of these in the caverns.
Oh God, what if this is going to be like the relics? Like if we get them together, the artifacts, we get them together and they explode.
Ooh, that's a good question.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry,
So maybe
I'm
I
sure
should
we
hold
can-
on to this one, and you guys should go get the other one.
I will bring a thin napkin.
That has worked before.
That is true.
Very true.
That is true. That is smart.
I think that we should hang out for a couple days, see if any of our contacts get back to us with any information.
I agree. We
Do some
should
gambling, you know.
hang here.
But I really want to go find those other stones because that's pretty cool.
How many are you feeling, Baron?
How many am I feeling, DM?
I don't think it would be clear enough to you.
I can't tell. They're just kind of vaguely out in the distance.
You'd be able to tell like thousands versus like 10-ish.
No, it's a small number.
Okay.
Didn't you also say that there was one kind of vaguely close?
Yep.
I'm also feeling one might be actually a little bit closer than the others.
Yeah, it's in your hand, dum-dum. I thought we got all the dumb out of you.
Thanks, Poofers. How
Did it-
how
Dude,
close
did
is
it
this?
make you feel? Did it make you feel more powerful?
That's a good question.
So, to clarify, this spell is normally, like, its restrictions are very clearly defined, and you can always know exactly where it is and if it's moving and all of that. The way that this spell was empowered was like some power that you don't necessarily know chose to give you insight into something larger. There are
Does-
a small number of objects. You don't feel like supernaturally drawn to them or anything. You feel just like aware of them. And the way you could tell that one was a little bit closer is not that you knew like where its location was and you're like, oh, it's that way. It's more that you felt an unsettling presence that was close enough to be unsettling, if that makes sense.
So one butt rock to rule them all is what we're talking about.
Yep.
No, I said
Yes.
a description
9
of
butt
the-
rocks were given to the realm of men.
I said a description to be entertaining, and this is where it brings me.
Oh god, we gotta find the power rock.
You give us an
You
inch, we're
know
gonna
who
take a
we
mile.
are.
You knew what this was.
Yeah.
I wonder if the other rocks are different colors.
They could be. Do you think there's a pink one?
Do you think there's a glove that goes with them?
Think there's an orange one?
I think we should maybe just leave the brown one.
That one's the actual Berein stone.
That is the power rock. We're gonna leave that one there.
This is the
Alright,
beer and
We
stuff.
have a few more minutes tonight if you guys want to do any investigation or talk to anyone, or we can save it for text RP. And Rose will be getting back to you in the future once you do something else.
Ooh.
What does that
Dun
mean?
dun dun.
Ooh. As in
That's
there's
just-
a specific trigger event for it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Possibly finding this other
Gla-
rock.
I think it's gladiatorial events.
Okay.
But
I don't
yeah, we
have
have-
anything that I want to do outside
Yeah,
of text
I think
RP
we
in
need
the
to
next
wait
2
for
minutes.
information.
I agree.
Copy that.
Okay. So text RP that needs to get done, talking to the bartender. One of you Ryan needs to give me a letter or just the general idea of what you're asking to your friend. So I need to get back to Ryan and Tatiana. Is anyone else doing anything to investigate?
I want to go find those fights. Just saying. So I'm going to be investigating the location of where the
How to
town
find
fights are.
Umbry.
Okay. So you're gonna go into the dark town alone to go find.
You know what? I'll go with.
Very
Magnus.
sneaky.
You should probably bring someone who can speak the language with you. Just as a recommendation.
Should we bring Callie?
Smart. Callie loves betting on fights.
It's true.
So we're
Barry
definitely
can
bringing
also
Callie.
speak the language.
Well,
Ooh.
I'm also kind of waiting on messages, and I'm not
True,
saying
true.
don't go find Fight Club, because I'm not allowed to say that to begin with. But is it a good idea to have a bunch of murderous criminals kind of aware of our presence while we kind of have like a cataclysmic item on hand?
Well, they don't know we have it, right?
So that's
and-
fine. I'm just saying
Well, the
I'm gonna
magic
stay
is
here.
true. Lady does.
Would somebody
know.
be dumb enough to go do stupid shit when they were holding a cataclysmic item?
Right?
Really, it's a good cover story.
Right? And
We would never
apparently
think we were that dumb.
I can't hold the stone. So apparently we're gonna be fine. And what if we get allies? What if they taste Barry's liquid gold and they want more?
They wanna
we
be
now-
showered
we
in
now get mercenaries.
gold.
I will tell you,
To come
Umbry
with us.
looks like he wanted to murder somebody. And it wasn't me because he was my best friend, but I think he had the potential. He had the eye, you know? I can
Did you-
sense it in people.
Did you let him try some of the beer?
We did, actually.
Barry's beer?
He
What do you
liked it.
think?
He liked it a
A
lot.
lot?
That's why he was going to let us into Fight Club.
That's what
Don't
I'm
let
saying.
Beard
If we
into
can-
Fight Club.
If we can get
Us. Me, I'm the
mercenaries,
pet, remember? I can follow him in.
you know, if we can get mercenaries that we pay with beer, then
Troy
just
has
saying
something to say. Yes,
Yes.
Troy.
Sorry, there's a heated discussion going, but somebody brought up a really good point that was glazed over. Is that it is known that we have this, by the way, guys. The shopkeep does know that we
Thank you.
physically have this, so that's a
I have,
telling me
I have a plan. I
we
have
have
a
to
plan.
silence the shopkeep.
No, somebody should like casually stroll into the shop and be like, "Oh yeah, that gem, we lost it in the caverns. It got stolen by some bandits that jumped us."
That is probably the smart thing to do.
Then she doesn't think we have it anymore. Who's the best liar? Probably
Should we do this
me.
tonight?
We can't.
Callie is the best liar.
Is Kelly the best liar?
I
Callie
think
is the only one who speaks the language all the time.
I'm
And-
just saying, like right now, that is our biggest threat. If this is a cataclysmic item and somebody knows we have it, I think
Or it
can't-
was brought up in chat that maybe we silence the shopkeep.
I also said that, but also
And that's a Magnus thing.
thank you. And when I'm going to look for Fight Club, I can do my initial stop over there with Callie. You know, do some So I'll take it from Poofers here. Do some rogue rage, and
Nice.
go just act super pissed, and grab the shopkeep and ask who did she tell, because we got jumped by bandits and they took it, and act aggressive and see what we can get out of the shopkeep as well, because obviously the shopkeep.
Why do we have to shake her down?
Because the shopkeep knows something. Obviously, if they're going to pay that much money,
She
and
knows too much.
I'm going to
already.
find out about it.
Okay.
Also,
I
ask
don't
her about
condone
this.
the violence, but it's kind of a good plan.
Why don't we go to the shopkeep tonight?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Maggie,
Let's do
Alright.
it.
Callie, and
To
Troy.
the
go.
shopkeep.
Oh.
To the shopkeep.
To the shopkeep.
Let me real quick.
Erebir does not go because she's holding freaking gem and she's going to
And I want to go in just with somebody that can speak.
Okay.
So
Berein or Callie?
we're either doing beer or Cali.
Should probably
Uh,
have Callie because she got real chummy with the shopkeep before.
fair enough.
Yeah, they did seem to like Callie a little more. And so I'm talking to Callie. And so Callie, here's a plan. I want you to express.
Killer!
I want you
Fireball
to
when we
express
walk in.
I guess I'm
Callie,
going in.
no!
that I will kill her if she does not answer my questions.
Okay.
But you won't
that
actually
very-
kill her, right, Magnus?
Very clear. So,
Okay.
Um,
I'm ready.
anyway, let's go in. So I'm gonna
Alright.
I'm gonna stop at the door. I'm gonna look at Poofers and smile, and I'm gonna kick the fucking door.
Yeah! I go in clapping.
Can you
after
make
you.
Can you make a strength check, please?
Come on.
Oh no.
15.
You kick the door open and you find a lot more resistance than you thought you would. But to be fair, like, this door is pretty shoddily made, so you kick it open. The door was locked, and inside the shop is empty. All of the shelves have been stripped. There's no one there.
That is
Uh,
unfortunate. This is an unfortunate situation.
Mhm.
And
Maybe she did. You guys, maybe she did actually tell them.
I'm gonna go in. Well, one, I'm gonna stop and be like, and I'm gonna look back like, shit, it's empty. Get in here, and yell at everybody to come in. And
Is the
I
magic
want
conch
to.
still on the shelf?
Yeah,
Everything's
Damn.
gone.
I want to look. Was it like a taxpayer, like her residence would be above it, like she
No,
would live above the shop kind of thing, or no?
she
Okay,
would've
so it's
lived
just a
somewhere
shop.
else. Yeah.
You guys, we should go ask our friend at the tavern where she went.
And so it's full. I want to still inspect the shop and see if I can see anything.
Let's roll an investigation check.
Guys, by the way, there's a giant target on our backs now, and I think that nobody can be trusted at this point. To be perfectly honest, as long as we're down here with this stone, there's a. bullet on our
I
back.
feel very threatened to the point where maybe we should tell the wardens about this.
Hold on, 14.
All right. Judging by like the disturbed dust in the store, it looks like someone got out of here in a hurry, packed things up very fast. A few things were forgotten, like some random scraps of paper or whatever.
Was that for investigation? I got
any-
a nat 20.
Why did you
Markings on the paper or anything like that? Like,
Yeah, it's more just like scraps, of just discarded junk paper. Nothing really valuable was left behind. But let's see. Troy, with his higher investigation roll, you kind of like check behind the counter that she would stand behind when she was selling things, and you find a compartment that is very nicely hidden in the like under part of the counter that has been left open, and there are a few scraps of fabric left in here. And let's have you roll a history check, Troy.
we didn't see any blood or anything down or anything like that, right? Like a struggle.
There's no signs of struggle.
For the history check, it's a 4 because it's
Yeah.
-1.
These are just some.
but
nice-
I'm gonna call everybody over to it though.
Okay, everyone can roll history then. These are some nice red, kind of just like scrap pieces of fabric.
14.
18.
Arabeer's not here.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. 18. Yeah. Okay. Berein, you were up and close and personal with this. This fabric is the same color as something that Castor was wearing.
Guys, doesn't it seem familiar to what that drow mage we were fighting was wearing?
Is that pretty much a common thing that everybody wears down here, or was that Castor wearing something very different?
This
No one looked too close, but vibrant colors are generally not popular down here.
this seems
All the
distinctly
bandits were
familiar.
wearing it. We're wearing it. Yeah.
Yes. All of
Looking
them had
back,
some.
did any of the bandits look like the shopkeeper?
They were all wearing masks, like I mentioned.
Oh, son of a
Ugh.
bitch.
All
You
right.
guys, do you think she was one of
Shit.
the bandits? I bet she was one of the bandits.
Well, even if she wasn't, you can guarantee that she was behind this somehow.
And we can guarantee that, that she told the bandits, but who's to say those guys didn't tell? Who's to say they didn't tell two friends, and then they didn't tell
So
two friends?
here's
and
a question,
on
guys.
and
If
so on?
those guys kicked our butts, they kicked our butts, and there's probably more of them. Should we just tell the wardens what we're up against? It sounds like we got something really big here, and I know it's worth a lot of money, but it sounds like we could be dead before we can even get the money.
Should
Well-
we draw a picture and maybe fabricate a part of the truth and let them know that we no longer
Well,
have it?
what's our reasoning for not telling them? Because we want the money, right?
1,000 gold.
Right.
So
But if we're dead, it doesn't matter. We can't spend that money.
I think something we have to keep in mind as well is that the shopkeep offered us $16,000 because it's valuable to them. We don't know if this is valuable to anyone else. So at this point, it seems like the people that were going to buy it from us are now trying to kill us.
Also, whoever we sell it to is probably who's going to offer us a good price is going to have to know what it is, right? Otherwise, it's just going to fetch for a really cool diamond price, which is
That's
not
why I was
gonna
trying
be
to find the shopkeep.
60,000. Right,
Well-
but my point is, if the shopkeep who is going to offer us that money is now gone, and nobody else knows what this thing is, it's worthless to us, and it might cost us our lives. I
No,
think
I
we
wouldn't-
should tell the wardens.
Okay, couple of thoughts. I don't think it's worthless. I clearly it has a lot of value to people, and probably more value to people who want to misuse it, whatever it is. There's two thoughts: either the word's gotten out and a lot of people know, or the shopkeep and whoever she runs with knows, and they're keeping it secret because they don't want competition. The third thought is we've kind of already shot our chance at coming clean to the wardens by talking to Imbros and pretending like we didn't have it. So now we're gonna warden comment and be like, just kidding, we have it, and we lied to you guys about that, so here it is. Unless
Well, we
it
didn't
really
lie to him. We
located.
just asked him what it was.
Okay, but when he said a catastrophic item, we didn't say
And then we should say that we immediately ran to tell you guys about this because we said it might be catastrophic.
I think we'll be okay.
I think that will be. I think we should tell them.
I don't think so. I think we could tell them, but I don't think we should tell them we have it.
Well, I know we want to wait around and hear what feedback we're getting from all of our friends, but I think that our time is limited, and I don't think we're safe anywhere down
Why
here.
don't we vote? Okay, who votes to tell the wardens?
With a caveat of saying,
Warning com. Shh.
hold on,
How's it going, Miri?
Oh yeah, I forgot we weren't with you guys. We're still in the shop.
You can head back to camp first.
Let's assume that we're together.
Yeah, kind of retcon.
And I'm just assume that from now on, I'm looking over my shoulder at all times.
Yeah, same.
DM, I would like to constantly be very perceptive.
Can we walk as a group in a circle group? You know what I'm talking about?
just doing circle. We have passive perception. That's a thing.
Yeah.
But I'm okay saying that we found one with the wardens and telling the wardens that. I'm not okay saying we have it in our possession yet.
Why?
Yet.
Why?
Well, One,
Is it because of money?
no, hear me out. Well, I mean, but
It's
also,
a little bit because of money.
also, right? You guys, two of you, were even saying be wary of the wardens, and one, we're not. If we're deciding we're not trusting them fully, which at points we didn't, even with the other artifact, right? The false one or whatever. We didn't tell them every little detail. Yes, we came clean with a lot of stuff, but we didn't tell them every little detail, right? So I think the more knowledge we can get about the artifact and or this little gem that we have is going to tell us and give us a much more educated thing of what to do with this.
So here's the thing with that. I feel like when we told our little half-truths before, that was because that was a lot of personal information regarding our past. And it's not that I didn't, well, first I didn't trust the wardens, but then I started to trust them again because my friend said to trust them. It's not that I didn't trust them, it's that I trusted my friend to give us more information about things that were really important to us. This gem, we have no, it has something to do with the Underdark, which none of us, not even Callie, have been to. I really think that Imby saying that this is catastrophic, it's important that the wardens have hold of it, and we can even say we want to be involved in, you know, figuring this out and getting more of them. We know that the stone can lead us to other, whatever they are, that have
Right.
this, right? So they're going to let us hang on to it and figure it out if
Right.
they're...
Why would they make us hold on to it if we're nothing to them and have, you know, this all-powerful
Excuse
gnome?
me, I'm very...
Gnome. sit
Maybe we
there
could
and
go with her. We
go
can
take care of it.
volunteer.
You're right. She can also say go pound sand. There's nothing that
But
would
then
say
what
that
do we
would get
lose?
to do
But
it.
then what do we lose? We lose-
16,000
Yeah,
gold.
We
That's
lose
what
on
lost.
16,000 gold, but we're alive.
You're
You
right.
can spend
Unless we would have sold it
16,000
right
if you-
then, like I said.
And then it would be in the hand of bandits who want to do something really
almost
horrible with
was
a
already.
catastrophic item.
How do you
I
know
think that
the
I
bandits
think
could have been
most
good
of your
guys?
reasoning is because you just don't want to get rid of the money, and I don't think that's a good reason to hold on to something catastrophic.
They
I
could
think
have
that's
been
a
freedom
bad
fighters.
person
You don't know.
move.
They could have been free. Did you ask them if they were freedom fighters?
I think you're a bad person right now, Magnus.
No.
Yes.
See,
You're
good
a
and
warden.
bad are a matter of opinion. They could have been freedom
No, they're
fighters.
not. Very
and getting
objective.
something great. You don't know. I don't know.
All right, I want to tell the wardens. This is a lot more than we can handle,
I
which was
think
just evident by what happened to us being attacked. We need to go tell them we found this. We were attacked. We contacted Imby to find out what it was. Shopkeep pieced out. This is the deal.
I think also something we have to remember is that we're all here for some reason where something bad has happened in our past. I don't think that we want to be responsible for something similar to my home or anyone else's.
I really think we should find more information about it before we go around giving it to other people.
You know, I would agree with the more information thing, but I think we seriously messed up by showing the shopkeep. So I do think that there's a target on our backs, and I think we're gonna kind of be attacked out of the blue, to be honest. And I may have my reservations about the wardens, but I feel less threatened by that than I do by this shopkeep being gone and the encounter we just had.
Well, there you have it.
And
Callie?
what's up with
He's not
Imbros?
giving it
Why
out
have
here.
we,
She's scared.
why have we still not even heard from Imbros? I mean, that computer of a dude should have whipped up something super quick.
I mean, if Imbros is this freaked out about this, I think it's a huge deal.
Yeah, I agree. So, do we want to take an official vote on it?
Well, it sounds like it's already been voted.
All right. Hopefully, it's not another Magnus is right situation.
Not like it would be the 5th time that's happened or anything.
All right, so next time you can tell the wardens.
And hopefully Imbros gets back to us before that.
So again, let me know if you need to do anything over text RP other than talking to the bartender, which I'd like to get done this weekend if possible. I think everything else we've talked about already. So yeah, I don't have anything else for you guys tonight.
Okay.
All right. Good night,
Need a
everybody.
drink.
We'll be back on Friday of next week.
Yeah. Thanks for following and subbing, guys. And
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
thanks
Love
for
you.
tuning
Have
in.
a
next
good
week.
week.
Yeah. Bye. Stay safe.